Welcome to Trivial Debates.
Welcome to this week's edition of Trivial Debates. We
put that in post, don't we? Okay.
That goes in. They just heard that.
Oh, they already heard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have some awesome new debates this week. And each week our panelists will be judged and scored on their arguments for their facts, passion, and creativity. Our panelists this week are...
The winningest winner of this show, Jeff Mader.
Kevin Millard. I got nothing.
What are we doing?
Just
saying our names.
Oh, Jody.
We got Jeff, Kevin, and Jody. You know them well. How this show works, there are 6 rounds plus a speed round, which the speed round will be competed by our top 2 panelists after the following 6 rounds. We're going to do movies, television, music, sports, history, and a wild card. We want people to be passionate about their arguments. We want them to be good arguments, but not personally mean, or as much as possible.
Why does he always look at me?
I think you can be personally mean as long as it's in good fun.
Yeah.
That's everything I do.
It really just comes down to how funny you are without going,
Without being a dick.
You just took it.
Okay, but who's judging the funny?
Me.
Just to be clear, though, if somebody cries, that's funny, right?
That's totally funny.
I'm Dave Mader, and I'm the host this week, and the judge, jury, and executioner.
Beat him.
Keep in mind, you can also skip to a new debate by looking at the time indexes in the description, and you can go to the battles that interest you the most. You can subscribe to our iTunes feed.
It's iTunes. There's more than one.
Yep.
They have at least a couple on there now.
If you want to just be like alerted at the moment that we post a new episode or do something even remotely witty,
then you need to get out more.
You need to get out more. But you can also, if you're not one of those types, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, and Instagram. All links and information will be found in the description or at our beautiful website at trivialdebates.com.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
You guys have any...
I salute it whenever I load it up.
You guys have any words of wisdom before we start this up? No, you're not. I'm not surprised with this.
Don't buy any wine that's called Girls' Night Out.
You got wine again tonight.
I'm drinking Domaine d'Or.
Which is the finest of the box wine.
Means...
If it doesn't come in a Tetra Pak, he can't have it. That's basically what it is.
You know what? It helps me keep focused. It stimulates the palate. It's got
It stimulates something, but it ain't the palate.
I think we should just change the title of the show to Trivial Drunkenness. I was listening to that.
And I think we should start it at least 2 hours later.
I was listening to that episode, and then I saw the message from Chris where he's like, "Fuck, I shouldn't have drank."
Yeah.
You listen to the episode, and he's kind of fine at the beginning, but at the end, he's like, "I don't even care."
You know what we need? You know what we need? We need a booze sponsor. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Well, that would only make things worse because then we'd have like free.
Worse
booze.
or better?
Better for us, worse for the audience.
I don't know.
Fuck them. All right, let's get started.
Yeah, there's only 8 of them anyway. Who cares?
There's Dylan, and I don't.
Dylan doesn't listen to this anymore, does he?
Oh, I bet you he does.
I bet he does. I bet he's got us on his little Sony Discman.
Dylan listened
I
to
bet he
my
burns
old,
it to CD.
my old podcast, my Purple podcast, and I only did like 5 of them. He's like, I wanted more.
I didn't even know you did a podcast.
Yeah.
There was a purple cast.
What was it? Sorry.
It was
few years ago.
It was like it was 3 or 4 years ago. I did like.
What was it for though? Like what is?
I did like conspiracy theories, political history. Like I talked about just like off the cuff stuff.
Now that is something you could definitely be good at. I think.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like what was my idea. Yeah, well, I tried to get co-host, but it didn't really work out. So. You can't. I don't find you can do a podcast by yourself.
Try to get Andy, try to get Mark. None of them were committed. It's hard to find people who are committed to this craft.
Yeah.
And luckily we have a group here that is.
So this is a craft now?
I think it is.
I thought this was just an excuse to not be around my kids.
That too.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat.
That's what most podcasters do it for, right? So.
All right, let's get this started. Ding, ding,
Anyway.
It's time for the movie round.
Movie round.
The question this week is, What is the best monster film? So, we're going to start with Jeff.
Okay.
Excellent.
Pick Jaws.
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 Yeah.
It's a shark. It's a big fucking shark.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
It's one, you know, like, let's face it, monster movies were really big in the 50s, a little bit in the 60s, but it died for a while. And it wasn't really around for, 15 some years. Jaws brought it back to the blockbuster and made the most money up until Star Wars came out 2 years later. Jaws was one of those movies where, you were genuinely scared watching it, and that's what makes it a monster movie. And it's one monster. It's one shark in a New England beach community that people are just wanting to go out and have fun.
They just want to swim.
Just want to swim in the ocean, and one guy's very concerned.
He was very concerned.
Which guy?
What's the actor's name that plays him?
Richard Dreyfuss?
Richard Dreyfuss.
Yeah.
And he's very concerned. And once one, I think.
Well, he saw those aliens a couple of years before that.
Yeah.
Or was
Is
that
he in
after?
Close Encounters? Or,
Yeah, I saw
I
Close
think
Encounters.
that's.
That was after, I think.
Yeah, I think it's after. But no, I don't know. Anyway, Jaws. Jaws is one of the, all I needed was two notes to get you scared. And,
One of Spielberg's earliest movies.
it has one of the most iconic movie posters in history with the shark,
the shark
and
coming up.
the guys swimming.
It's a girl.
Girl,
yeah.
sorry.
It's iconic.
It's so iconic, we can't remember.
I'm sure.
It's all before we were born, right?
I didn't have the poster. It is an iconic poster.
No, I don't think so.
It's one of
I think I was
Kevin's
born
favorite
at that point.
Yeah.
When did Jaws come out?
There's some great dialogue in the movie,
77 maybe?
and
I was
overall,
born in 77.
the monster's genuinely scary, and it gets scary right up until the end when Richard Dreyfuss is
75.
it's 75 is in peril. Once this character's in peril, you the whole time you're scared for the people that are swimming, but once Richard Dreyfuss gets in peril in the big climactic end when they finally kill Jaws, it's very exciting. And that's
The thing that I thought that was interesting about that movie is you're almost at a certain point in the movie, you're almost like you don't give a shit about the main characters. You actually want to see what happens. You want to see if Jaws actually does get some people. It's
What's Jaws' deal? Is Jaws like...
Jaws is just pissed off because people are hanging out. That's really what it comes down to.
well,
I think.
sometimes great.
Jaws doesn't have good motives?
I think it's good.
He's a
motive.
shark.
He's a fucking shark. His motive is to fucking eat. That's his
Asking the
motive.
motivations of a shark.
In his mind, he's a shark. Of course, he's gonna think my good motive is to eat something.
He doesn't do this to be evil.
His motive is he's fucking hungry.
No, yeah. Well, that's the thing is the movie does portray the shark as being evil, but
But realistically, it's just a fucking shark.
it's just a shark in nature.
Is it
really the people are?
It's
stupid.
not some sort of superhuman.
It's not like
fucking,
a mutant shark?
No, it's just a fucking shark. That's all it
What's
is.
the deal? Why does he...
Why does he need to be a mutant?
I'm looking for the best movie monster, Jeff.
Yeah, but in a way,
I'm
these
talking-
sharks are monsters.
I'm
I
talking
think.
about a plural, singular,
Now it does
monster
say here in
that
the
is-
thing that it is a abnormal sized shark. It is a gigantic great white
So
shark.
it is a mutant shark.
So it is technically a
It
mutant.
Or is it a little bit above average shark?
I don't know. I didn't really measure.
the megalodon, which is the biggest. It's not the megalodon.
It's not like a dinosaur shark.
No, but it's it's trying to. It's a movie, so it's going to create that aura of a shark that is just so massive and so scary.
Do you like to swim?
Right, and it's going off, King Kong and Godzilla and oversized monsters, but this one's in the sea, and most people, like Kevin Smith, terrified of the ocean because fucking sharks, and this movie really made made it scary to go swimming or if
I'm
you're-
sure there's a lot of people that
Yeah.
have a big stigma towards sharks now because of that movie.
Yeah.
Like big time.
And
Like
sharks,
more than they
sharks
have.
I think, kill, 5 people a year or something?
Yeah, and they're all in
Worldwide.
Australia.
It's gotta be more.
Worldwide.
It's like
yeah,
ridiculously low. It's a ridiculously low number.
And most of them are in Australia. too.
Listen, I have watched Shark Week, and I have watched lots of. I don't know how the numbers, but when a shark attacks, it sucks. And,
Well, yeah, because all it is fucking. It's a big moving bear trap. That's
Yeah.
really what it is.
A moving-
They're fucking huge.
And the thing is, people are helpless in the water. They're helpless, and that's what this movie really portrayed. Is when you're swimming and there's a shark, you are just literally a sitting duck. There's nowhere you can go. except a duck could fly away. But, but you can't go anywhere.
All right.
So in the U.S. alone, 19 people die from shark attacks every year.
Worldwide.
No, that's just
US.
U.S.
Oh, U.S.
I bet you Australia's double that.
Okay, I've heard enough about the sharks. We're gonna move to
That's
Kevin.
die and not injured.
Kevin, what's the
That's just
scariest
like that.
movie monster?
Well, when I think scariest movie monster, I don't think shark.
This is nothing to do
Just
with
know what
Batman
comes to
movie,
mind.
is it?
No.
Okay.
I think giant fucking worms.
Giant worms.
You're not talking about
Tremors.
Tremors, are you? Oh, fuck off.
I think-
Tremors. That was a fucking laugh of a
Tremors.
movie.
But it was an awesome movie.
Yeah, but...
Fucking, you got Kevin Bacon. You got that dude that was in Family Ties and Reba McEntire with a fucking elephant gun. It's awesome. And they have to, it's like that game that kids always play. You have to walk, you can't touch the floor. You can't touch the floor. Because
They
as
have a-
soon
they-
as you touch the floor, a fucking worm is
They have
going to
like
come up
an
and get
incredible
you.
sense of hearing.
Yes,
Right?
they feel the vibrations where people are.
Feel it. And they basically, they come up through the sand. I remember I saw this movie when I was a kid. It terrified me.
Marky Mark reference
Of course
there?
it did. It's giant worms.
Giant worms.
And you remember as a kid not doing that game where you don't walk on certain parts of the
You can like
floor
pop
or whatever.
rock to rock
right,
or whatever.
right. And it kind of plays on that. It's
So
sort of
Jeff-
a movie all about
I just
that.
went to Rotten Tomatoes,
Yeah.
and the picture up here was Mark Wahlberg going,
That's what he's done.
after he did a Marky Mark impression.
But that's terrifying. One of the terrifying parts is the girl on the pogo stick jumping up and down, and then all of a sudden the worm comes up and it's fucking going to get her, and they have to fucking grab her away.
Did you know they made 4 fucking Tremors
Yeah, I only
movies?
ever saw the first one.
I didn't know
I
that.
did like 5 Jaws.
My
movies.
my favorite part of that movie is when they finally figure out what it is, and it's because they drive their truck towards this aqueduct, and the fucking worm kills itself on the concrete hitting that aqueduct.
Actually, they made 4 Jaws movies too.
It could move under
Yep.
Under
dirt.
soil, yeah.
as fast or faster than a truck could move in the air.
Yeah, and these things were like, I don't know, they had sharp teeth and they would
Yeah,
swallow
they
you
would
whole, basically.
swallow you whole. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not a good way to go.
New.
Okay.
That's it from me.
And interesting enough, you all picked big franchises in the sense that they all had multiple sequels. Jody, you're up.
I did too, even though I would say that my sequels were probably a little bit more superior than yours. I picked Alien. Alien was, in my opinion, what a movie monster is. It's a monster that doesn't show up very often, kind of like Jaws, same idea. Actually, even Tremors to a degree. Terrifying as hell. And the whole thing is, the best thing about that movie is it's a confined space, and you know that this thing is running around. You never really see it. It's you don't really. I think it's like 3/4 of the way through the movie before you actually get like a full-on face shot of what this thing is that's been killing things all over the ship, right? Overall, just the atmosphere of it. You know, obviously the aliens were designed by H.R. Geiger, which is he's fucked in the head to begin with. But you know, just
The aliens? Oh, you mean like...
the actual alien itself was designed by H.R. Geiger.
Okay.
So it was, you know, they had, you know, kind of the tubular design.
I thought you were talking about like the plot. I was like, I thought the aliens
Oh,
were
no.
just an alien species.
Well, no,
So
there's
you-
actually an entire
So you're
subplot.
picking Alien.
I'm picking the original Alien.
Yeah.
You're not like the one with the 3
But
mouths.
we are technically talking about the monster itself.
Mhm.
So in that scenario, the alien is pretty much the same as most of the ones.
Are we?
Aliens as well. Well,
He
we
said,
are according
he
to
said
this.
what is the
Well,
best monster
for film, but I really meant.
Oh, was it film? Okay, I'm sorry.
I was really going with what is
I'm
the
still
best
gonna go with Alien
movie
now.
monster.
Then ask that. You know?
See, that's how I gathered this. All right, either way, it doesn't matter because either way, they're all strong picks, I think.
Yeah.
They are all great movie monsters.
But, you know, Alien, the thing that really kind of grabs me with Alien is Jaws, yeah, I kind of had that sense of, like, fuck, what's going to happen? Is this thing going to fucking jump out at any point? And you
Right.
spend most of the time going, is it going to jump out? Tremors, same thing. Like, you're like, are these fucking things going to show up? Alien, the exact same thing. So,
What's the alien's goal? To eat you?
the alien's goal is to fucking kill everything. That's just what it does. It's the species itself is designed in a way that essentially they are almost like the cockroaches of the world. They just want to take over everything.
Like these
It's
two.
the OJ of space.
Yeah, yeah, it really
so
is.
reckless.
Very reckless.
So these two, like, they're eating for sustenance, more or less, right? The shark.
Jaws would be Tremors. I don't know about that. Tremors, yeah.
Yeah, they're eating for sustenance,
I
right?
think so.
Well, the alien lives by eating.
Yeah, but is that why it kills?
No, it kills because it's a fucking dick.
It's sadistic.
Oh, it's a dick.
Okay.
Total dick. Very smart. But that's, to me, makes it even more scary than the
Does
other
it
two.
eat? Does it eat?
Jaws is eating because he's got to fucking eat. He's a fucking shark. He's just bigger.
I also think he's a little-
Tremors is made up worms that realistically are eating. That's what they're doing, right? Alien is all about fucking everyone up. Like, that's all they do. They are there to fuck you up. And there's only obviously one in this one.
Yeah, but Alien, to get fucking eaten by an alien, you gotta go to space. To get eaten by Jaws, you gotta go in the water. Mine gets you where you live.
Where?
But what if you live
Land.
in the water?
Land.
So
What if you live
I
in
agree with
space?
land. Lots of people go swimming in the ocean.
There's more water.
Yeah,
on
but
this
if you
planet.
want to avoid your guy, just
Yeah.
come out of the ocean.
And
Well,
by
if
the
you
way-
want to avoid your guy, just go in the ocean.
And all
Oh
the
no,
other,
there's hey,
and keep in mind, all
dirt
the other-
underneath the ocean.
Hey, all the other alien movies, though, they actually were on planets. They weren't on ours. However, they were on planets. You know, the second
In
one.
space.
So we're in space too, jackass. Where
You
do you
have
think
to-
fucking
I think
Earth
of,
is?
of all the movies, my movie builds suspense the best.
Well, I don't know about that because Alien it's you spend the entire movie wondering if something's gonna fucking jump out at you, and it never happens. And then finally, when you let your guard down, all of a sudden there's a fucking alien, and it's fucking ripping somebody into the ceiling or something. Like, you know, they even had those little fucking radar things that didn't really work really well, where it's like, boom, 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 you know, just really faint, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, and then fucking guy's dead.
Like the T-Rex in Jurassic
yeah,
Park.
yeah, same idea. You know, obviously a little bit more.
All right, I'm calling it. I'm giving it to Kevin for
Kevin.
Tremors.
Tremors.
Yeah.
That's the first award
it's on
Tremors
land.
has ever won.
And I just want to be clear: Alien and Jaws both have a 97% rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm just saying he's right. You know, you can't avoid if you want to avoid your monster, stay out of space. You want to avoid your monster, stay out of the ocean. His is on land.
but if this was if he was on the
Humans
fucking
live
ocean,
on
he'd
the
be fine.
Humans.
I can't live on the ocean.
You can't live.
That's not
Yeah,
true.
they're
Yes, you
called
can.
boat houses.
Yeah, we have
Like-
boats.
You know, you can't. Well, then you're gonna Jaws will eat you.
And by the way, we have people living up in space in this fucking space station. So I don't understand how you're telling me that that's even a thing.
In
You know what? You're a
Jaws-
terrible fucking host. I call bullshit.
In Jaws,
This is bullshit.
Jaws literally rips a boat like apart at the end of the movie. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Sour
so-
grapes, guys. We gotta go. We gotta keep moving.
Sour grapes, like in your fucking boxed wine, you jackass.
All right,
What a dick.
moving into the TV round.
Is that considered a personal
Oh, yeah.
attack if I call you a dick?
Yes, but I'm the host.
Well,
so-
you are a dick.
Oh, well, that will help. I'm sure this will help you win points moving forward. All right. So, guys, I was thinking about
good.
a lot of great TV shows that have been rebooted, brought back from the original concept. Battlestar Galactica comes to mind, of course. There's been
Nobody picked that, right?
nobody picked that, so I don't
You know
want
why?
to mention it.
Because it's already been done.
Yeah. That's a good point, too.
Hawaii Five-O comes to mind.
Ugh.
That was terrible.
Even like
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Sure.
Is Doctor Who
Not-
really a
not-
remake?
not
It's
really.
not.
It's
It's just another series.
It's
like
a
James
continuation.
Bond.
Yeah,
You know, they just
it's like
keep
James
making-
Bond. There's another Doctor.
Yeah, it's not a
It's never really truly canceled.
This question is
They have
They
to
took-
run, then
there
it
was
goes to
like
the
a
next
10-year
Bring a
break
show
or
that's
something
That's
in
true.
between.
out of the mix for a long time back.
Bring a show back and like reimagine it, sort
Alright.
of thing. Okay, reboot that show and make it even better than maybe the original. Try to take a new spin on it. So we're gonna start with Kevin this round, the winner of last round with his tremendous pick of Tremors, and
This big of Trevor's.
I sense
Alright.
some fucking bias going on here. I don't know about you guys.
I think he's just gonna give Kevin the sweep. And then he's gonna.
I'm trying to
I
figure out
don't.
when
I don't think so.
I'm trying to figure out how I can answer Voltron and I can answer Jesus in the same question.
I was looking for that too. I couldn't.
Yeah.
The Jesus Voltron.
all right, Kevin,
That'd
what
be
what
awesome.
show do you want to see be like rebooted?
All right, I picked Soap. Does anybody
Soap was
remember
good.
Soap?
Yeah.
I
Soap was
vaguely
good.
I watched
remember
it
this
in
show.
reruns.
Soap was a spoof on the daytime soaps.
Yeah, soap opera.
I want them to reboot it since
Wasn't
daytime soaps have kind of died.
Did they make a film of this
No,
too?
they have
No.
not.
No.
Yeah, they kinda. I don't hear much
Actually,
about
there was a film.
Although I
that
didn't
was
never hear
similar to
much
that,
about them.
But I can't. It wasn't called.
It was
Soap.
called
But I
Soap.
want them to bring back
so.
soap.
Was it?
But I don't want it to be about the daytime soaps. I want it to be about all the nighttime fucking dramas that we've got nowadays, like Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice and all those ones.
Rookie Blue.
Whatever that fucking one is, I don't know.
I see the commercial. I haven't watched it, but the girl shows up for Rookie Blue, and she's like, "So and so is happy." It's like a cop show, right? Where they're all young, hot cops who work together. She's like, Jim's having a baby, and not with me. And then it clicks to montage. I'm like, what the fuck is this going on? Like, why is this the commercial?
It's why we desperately need a spoof on these shows.
On like you're
us to
the
watch.
primetime drama.
The primetime drama. They're ridiculous. They're awful. They're just better produced soap operas. That's why we need this show. Mm-hmm. To be just as good as its original.
To be satirical like the original.
Yes.
Okay, interesting pick. Way out of left field, but I like it. We're moving to Jody this round. So, Jody, what show would you reboot?
I picked a show that was dear to my heart when I was younger. Mm-hmm. Show's called Reboot.
You want to reboot?
Remember Reboot?
Of course, it was like my favorite show growing up.
Awesome.
But you
Oh,
want to
shut
reboot?
up.
Oh.
Yeah, let's reboot. Fuck, man. Imagine what it'd be looking like now.
Bob?
Yeah, Bob. Yeah.
Megabyte?
Megabyte, yeah.
Fucking
It
kidding
was fucking
me?
awesome.
Megabyte
You want to
would probably be
reboot
called
that
Terabyte.
horror
Dude,
show?
you got stoned watching that fucking show. It was awesome.
I'm in the middle of
Never.
your two arguments because when I was a kid, I loved that show, and now I'm more like Kevin's argument.
Yeah,
where
it's
like
just
I
awful.
I rewatch it and go,
No,
this
but
is
think
the
of
worst
it-
show.
Oh, you should never rewatch anything from your childhood because it's all shit.
No, it's all shit. No, I'll give you that. But that's why it needs a reboot. It needs a way of redoing it again.
So they live in the I come from the system.
Yeah, they live in basically a computer, and,
yeah.
and the entire premise is they live inside the computer, Matrix-esque kind of style, but done 20 years
Mainframe
prior.
and like the
they have a mainframe.
I know
that
the
they
show
live in.
very well.
Yeah.
The user, which is humans, they
Yep.
input games, and then they have to fight the game. And if they lose the game, it destroys an entire sector,
Like
of
a
the
city block kind of thing.
Yeah, and it turns all the citizens into slugs.
Yeah. So they're trying to save their mainframe, and the way they're doing this is playing these competitive games that happen to be loaded up into the system.
The stakes are high in that show.
Absolutely. Like it's basically it's about fucking Armageddon. That's what it's about. It's about fucking mass slaughter. It's about mass slaughter, but this was a kid's show.
It's very much like like you got the communist dictator, and he's like,
Oh, yeah.
he's willing to take him out.
I fucking never in a million years would
Hexadecimal,
think
yeah.
that anyone on this planet would want to see that show.
I guarantee you reboot that show and it would fucking
I can tell you, I'd want to see the reboot.
I would watch it.
Of Reboot.
I'd watch it in a heartbeat. But I would like a more adult version of it.
Yeah, I like to see
Like-
just like how Battlestar Galactica took a campy 70s space opera.
It made it a little bit more grown up.
Yeah, it made it like more relatable.
Still kept a lot of the charm, but
Kept some of the same
gave it a
names
little
and things, but you can make it look.
And we live in a smarter society nowadays, obviously, so more of us understand how computers work and stuff like that, so they gotta be a little bit more technical. But, we have something like The Matrix where, these guys are living in, basically a program that's being uploaded into their brains, that kind of thing. And, you could do something very similar to that and continue and make it good, I think.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
Thank you.
If it ever happens, I really
I'm actually,
fucking...
you know what, I'm going to take that as a compliment.
if it
Dave,
ever
because
happens,
I don't think
it-
you've ever said that to any answer I've given.
If it ever happens, it better be
I
a
appreciate
vast improvement on the original.
Oh, I'm not saying it would be a vast improvement, but the question was, what would be a great show to reboot?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think it would be a great show to see reboot.
I think any
It
reboot
might be terrible.
should
but-
strive to improve on the original,
Oh,
or
absolutely.
at least at the very least be
Absolutely.
different than the original.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think it can still keep that premise with making it a little bit more grown up, and I think they can do a little bit more with it. But if you look back at it, that show was basically about how they were trying to struggle to not kill off a bunch of people. Like, that's really what it was. The entire
Saving
time.
the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Jeff, what do you got?
I picked Taxi.
Taxi was a good one, too.
Tony Danza.
That was a good show.
He's
I
probably
love that show.
he's
It
probably
was such a good
available if
show.
you want it for the reboot.
I don't think you need.
You'd have to
anybody
rename it Uber to
from
get
the
anybody
show.
younger than
No,
us
you
to
could
watch
redo
it.
that with a whole different cast, and it
And
would still be good.
That's why.
Should the reboot be called Uber?
No, it should be called Taxi. It's just. It's,
I like that.
If we did New York City taxi drivers, and we repurposed it for today, it would look vastly different than that show. I mean, most of that show is.
How has taxi driving changed in all these years?
Well, mostly immigrants drive. taxis now.
That was different in the 70s?
It's just but
No, because you had Andy Kaufman, who sounded like he was a fucking full-on.
Yeah, but he wasn't a taxi driver. He was.
Well, he was a
mechanic.
dispatch. Well, he was a manager.
Mechanic.
Dispatch guy.
Yeah, Danny
Oh, he's a
DeVito.
mechanic. That's right.
Danny DeVito, Christopher Lloyd.
Who was
Tony
the
Da-
dispatch guy?
Danny DeVito.
It was DeVito, right?
He was
Yeah,
the guy
okay.
who ran it. Yeah.
Back in your
It's
cage,
been a-
Louie.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it, but
Who else? Mary Lou Retton?
Yeah.
Rail Perlman.
Renner,
Rail
yeah.
Perlman.
She on that too?
Yeah.
I don't remember her on
Yeah.
that.
a lot of the Cheers cast was on there at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of the people that ended
Judd
up on
Hirsch.
Cheers.
Now this is shows
Yeah,
way
Judd
before
Hirsch
my
was in
time. Way before.
Way before my
I
time.
only caught it in reruns. I never
Excellent
caught it in
show.
reruns.
No, the reason why I picked it is because I think you could recast a new cast, but go with a lot of the same dynamics that this show did, and really show off new talent in a real cool way, like kind of like a show like SNL, but do it in a totally different way. Like,
See, the only problem I have with what you're saying is the show itself was originally it was a workplace show. Like, there wasn't really anything that happened outside of the main, taxi waiting area, I guess, or whatever you want to call it, like the staging area. We already have hundreds of those. Like, why would we need to reboot it?
well, the
I
reason
guess
why
is
I would
the
like to
question.
do it is because there's a void, I feel like, since The Office has gone off the air, and I feel like Taxi, if you rebooted Taxi, you could kind of have a new show like The Office, but just set in a different location, like you're saying, set in an office place, but this time it's a taxi, taxi warehouse. But the real cool thing about the show is you can take it to all sorts of different areas of New York City. You could really go above and beyond with the way you want to shoot it. You don't have to shoot this show on a soundstage. You could really take it a different way and actually kind of do it like Law and Order does and shoot it really like on scene, on set, and kind of like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the way they do their show, but do it with taxi drivers instead of cars.
Yeah, which see, the only problem I have with your entire argument is you keep telling me, well, like this, like this, like this. So really, we already have it.
No,
You
we
know what I'm
don't, because, like I said, there's a void, and Taxi could be a show that could come back and also just show off the way, like, I get my original point, is the way the New York City population and, has just changed.
Well, obviously the culture's changed.
The culture, yeah, and really just show that off. And I don't think there's enough. There's a lot of shows set in New York, but I don't think there's a lot of shows that show off New York. Law and Order was one of the rare shows that did that.
But if you go with the original premise of the show, you wouldn't see much of New York.
Yeah,
anyway,
most of
because
Taxi was
it was,
spent-
it was all in that one area. For the
I'm
most
not
part.
saying-
There was occasional green screen.
At
Taxi
the
ride.
time, all shows were like that.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's the thing.
Well,
is
it was a cost
that-
thing, too,
That's
sure.
why I'm trying. I'm not saying I want the same show again. I'm saying I want the same title with the same kind of premise, but repurpose it in a way that is kind of like The Office in the way that they can go to different places. The Office wasn't even really doing that until the end of the show, and they would kind of go outside the actual office location. But I want that right from the get-go, and like I said, like kind of like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine does it, where they're traveling around a lot. And that's what I want to, because that's what taxi drivers do. They drive
Yep.
around.
Well, that's
And,
obviously the nature of the job.
So, and the thing is, like I said, you could hire some really great actors to be in this show, and I think you could draw from a lot of the actors from The Office or from Brooklyn Nine-Nine or like a show like that, and really show off quirkiness. And I don't think enough shows do that.
All right. Any closing thoughts before I make my ruling?
Yeah, mine was awesome. And you also admitted that you would watch it. Would you watch any of the other two that they were talking about?
No.
Okay.
But it's not about just what I like.
No, it is about it, because yes, the last question was totally about you.
No.
Yeah, you went with him because you thought it was funny.
He made the best argument.
No, he didn't.
I think if I was a network executive and I was going to pick up one of these reboots, I would probably pick up Reboot.
What? A network executive?
Well, this is why he's not a network executive.
No,
Jesus.
hold it out. Dave is wise. Let's hear what he has to
What are
say.
you talking about?
Last round I was full of shit.
show wasn't the show wasn't even on a network though.
That was the joke.
Like our shows are network shows. Reboot is YTV.
YTV is a network.
It's just not.
It's
one
part of the Chorus
bigs.
network.
It's not one of the. Yeah, it's not one of the biggies.
It's a Chorus network. It's still pretty big.
Soap is probably a closer contender than Taxi.
Soap was awesome though.
I
That was
just
a good
don't see.
show.
I don't see why we need to remake Taxi. So I'm going to give it to Jody.
Thank you. This is where we put in.
You know what show already does the soap thing really well, and I know it's a show you like, is Supernatural.
Yeah, well,
it spoofs a lot of those.
yeah, a lot of those episodes,
Yeah.
like especially particularly the episodes of the Trickster, and yeah. Okay, guys,
Yeah.
move into the music round. Ding, ding, ding. All right, so I've been watching like that show, Foo Fighters Sonic Highways. Right?
Never seen it.
Fantastic show. If you haven't watched it,
What is it?
I recommend it.
I know, obviously, something to do with the Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters, basically, they go to a different city in each episode, right?
Alright.
So they go to Seattle, they go to Los Angeles, they go to New Orleans, they go to New York City, and they talk about the history of music in that city.
Oh, yeah?
They talk about the great musicians that have come out of there, and then at the end of the episode, they record a song in that city in one of the great studios. They talk about all the great studios that may be associated with that place.
What channel is this on?
HBO.
Oh, okay, it's an HBO show.
It's an HBO show.
I don't get
I
HBO,
highly
that's
recommend it. And at the end of the episode, they record a song,
Oh, yeah.
which is usually I don't like because I don't really like the Foo Fighters. But the great thing about
Really, I like the Foo Fighters.
but the thing about the show is you don't really have to like the Foo Fighters.
Well, I think of the Foo Fighters as kind of like almost background music that's decent. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like I don't go out of my way to listen to Foo Fighters.
I don't
But if it's
hate-
on the radio, it doesn't bother
I
me.
like.
I don't hate them,
I like
but
their old stuff,
yeah.
but now,
Their old stuff's
now
good.
they're just like overly generic rock.
I couldn't
That's
even
what
tell you a new
That's
song.
how I felt about them from the beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in general they are.
They had a couple of good songs, in my opinion.
All right, either way.
But regardless, the premise of the question, the spirit of the question is: which city has produced the best musicians? Which city has the greatest all-star
I just want to let
cast?
you guys know you guys are going down. It's not even.
Did you pick Seattle?
No,
You know what?
like it's not even like.
In fact, as much as that show is about American cities, none of you have picked an American city.
Oh, well,
I did.
I will say that.
Oh, no, I didn't pick an American city.
No, you did not.
I thought you meant we all picked American cities. I'm like,
No.
well, I didn't.
None of you picked American cities.
That's because we're Canadian boys.
We're kidding. Well, you know, hey, we have a different perspective. So
Did one of them.
Yeah, it's called the
Canadian
right one.
city?
who'd you pick?
I picked a Canadian city.
Fuck
I
me.
picked Toronto.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
I want to hear.
Wait until you hear the list.
No, you're pandering to Dave.
No, I'm not pandering to Dave at all.
The band.
Fuck! Can we have one where we don't bring up the band?
Honestly, I wasn't even going to go there.
Neil Young, who played with the band.
I wasn't going to go there either. Anyway, I'll just give you a quick
Who
list.
do you have for Toronto?
Rush.
Yes.
All right. Drake, even though I'm not a fan, still does fantastic.
Drake, that was your number 2?
Well, he is one of the top ones, yeah. Feist, also enjoy hers.
Feist from out
Feist.
west, I thought.
What's that?
I thought she's from out west.
Nope.
Oh, really?
Nope. She is from, I can tell you exactly.
You need to do better than
All right,
Drake
hold
and
on,
Feist.
Hold on. Dead Mouse. I love Dead
He
Mouse.
doesn't know what that fuck that
You
is.
don't know. Yeah, probably.
I know that it's.
You know it's the guy with the...
Yeah.
All right. At least you got that. Metric, Broken Social
Oh,
Scene.
fuck me, metric.
I don't mind Metric, actually. The Weeknd. I don't know if you guys are even into that. Billy Talent. What else do you want to know?
You can make an argument
Nah.
for Rick James, even though he's from Buffalo. He came out of Toronto.
He came out of Toronto.
Yeah, you don't have to be from Toronto. Like
Yeah,
That's
I
not
think
how I
Ryder
took the
it's
question.
where
pretty well,
you
too.
played the club scene. It's where you recorded your
Yeah,
albums.
Blue Rodeo. You know.
Sure.
Diamond King's pretty good. Cancer Bats. Tokyo Police Club.
You're missing Tragedy Hip.
I haven't got there yet. All right. Try
I would have
I'm
led.
not going
I
in
would have
order
led
of
with
good.
that.
I'm just listening to people.
Okay, because
Bare Naked Ladies, of course. You know, the list goes on and on. Neil Young, obviously.
No, I want the list to go on and on.
Well, it keeps going on and on, but
'Cause this is
half
all-
these bands you might not know.
Top 5 bands. Who are you putting
that's a good way
forward?
to put it.
Obviously the band.
Okay.
The band obviously being superb out of that group. Neil Young obviously as well.
Yeah.
Quite good. Rush. Like,
Okay.
come on, Rush.
That's 3.
When it comes to sales, Drake, you can't beat. Sorry, you can't. I hate his music.
Can't
but
beat.
You
don't-
can't beat him for sales.
You don't have to like
He's-
the music. You don't have to.
You don't have to like the music to appreciate the fact that he's a very accomplished
What do you mean
musician.
can't beat? Like, that can be beat.
You can't
Lots
beat
of-
by
lots-
sales. That
lots
guy's
of-
making a fucking killing.
Not of all time.
Not, he's getting pretty carry. He's doing really well, dude. He's doing insane.
Oh, that's
I'm not saying like all time, obviously not. He doesn't have the nearly the years in.
He's only
but-
been around like.
At the moment, he's
10 years.
he's quite popular.
very popular, yeah. You know, there you go. I don't even need to go any further. Let's hear the other ones.
Okay, Jeff.
But the band, obviously, top, I think.
Okay.
That's a superb band.
I've heard you
enjoy the
swear
band.
so much about the band in every other podcast.
I'm gonna keep that.
I'm trying to pander to the.
I'm gonna keep that soundbite from now on.
All right, you keep that one. And I'm gonna use the soundbite they said earlier about the burly grizzly men. But I'm not gay.
Oh yeah, I'm not gay, but if I were, I'd be a bear.
Yeah.
Jeff, who'd you
Shit,
pick?
now I'm the one recorded saying that.
Damn right you are.
Who's the greatest music city? What city has produced the best musicians
It's
overall?
bar none. Like, let's look at over time here. It's London, England.
London, England.
London, England has got the best bands. If you
I was
just
gonna
look-
say that, but I
If you just
come up
look
with
at
something better.
overall, the
Yeah, well,
best.
better than that.
It's
All right.
bands, right? That's the question, or is it
Musicians.
Musicians, sorry. Musicians. Overall, okay, let's go through them.
You can't count Ringo Starr as a musician, though, right?
Well,
You
he's
can.
from Liverpool, so
He's from Liverpool. This is specific to a city, not a country.
All right.
But the Beatles did record a lot. I'll start with the Beatles right away because they recorded the
Well,
majority of their albums, actually all their albums.
All their albums.
Their
were-
later
London.
stuff, right?
All their stuff. Is
All their later
recorded in
stuff
London.
was in there.
Yeah, because you couldn't record
It's
in
at
Liverpool.
EMI Studios in London, Abbey Road. So like, there's no
They couldn't figure out how to plug it in Liverpool. That was the biggest thing.
Liverpool.
There's no electricity.
Yeah.
No.
So okay, let me go. So we'll start with the
They
Beatles.
just had gas lamps.
The Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, Queen, The Kinks, Pet Shop Boys, Gorillaz, Block Party. We could go to The Clash, Sex Pistols, Pink Floyd, Fleetwood Mac started there, The Who,
The Gorillas aren't all based in London.
The Police,
Is there anywhere to go?
Coldplay.
Is there anywhere to go in England if you're a musician, like if you're a big British musician? Would you go to any other city in
No,
England?
no.
Or in Great Britain?
No, but all those the bands I'm naming off are from London, except the Beatles.
Yeah.
They're all from London. Now London's
No,
a gigantic
because
city.
the Gorillas were a compilation band, and they are not all from London.
It's not even
Where are they from?
about being from London. You don't have to be born
the
and
Gorillas
raised.
from fucking Japan.
Okay, well, Gorillaz is the one band where you can
Like
say
not
that,
everybody
but,
in
like, let's-
Nirvana was from Seattle. for
Well, that's
instance.
true. Of course.
You know, like
Yeah, like just,
I didn't take the question as you had to be from there.
no, it's not. It's not.
yeah.
Okay. Just want to be clear.
But my like in the U.S. you would have a lot of choices. Like if you're a musician, you can go to a number of cities. New York and L.A. come to
Even
mind.
Nashville. for
Nashville, New Orleans, New York,
instance, would be LA.
even Toronto, right? In Great Britain and Ireland,
Oh, I see where Dave's going on this. His point is that's the only place to go.
it's the only place to go.
that makes
But
it
that
all-
has nothing to do with the question.
that
The
makes
question
it-
is, what is the greatest
that makes
city?
it all the more epic. No, you could argue that about New York City, you know, and that's where a lot of people went. Where do you think Jimi Hendrix recorded his albums? It wasn't in Seattle. You know, it was in New York. So, like, the thing is, like, what are you talking about? Where they're from, or
No, where they
the
played,
music's being made?
where
Where
they
the
played, and
music's-
where they
yeah.
recorded.
Fuck, then London is by far the best because it's the epicenter of the classic rock, you know, era. And
I want to hear what this guy has to say.
yeah, you do.
Because he thinks he's got something better than that.
I'm interested to hear Kevin's answer. So
Even though
London-
Toronto, we're gonna
London-
go winner.
I just don't think I could be beat.
London was one of my first choices,
But it wasn't.
but then it wasn't. And I'm impressed that nobody picked American cities. I was like, those fuckers are going to pick American cities, and I got them beat.
I was contemplating Seattle, but
Nope.
there's a
I
lot
picked-
of shit that came from
I
Seattle too.
Which city produces the best musicians? Vienna.
Oh fuck, you went to the.
I like that.
Mozart,
No, he's got a good point though.
Handel, Beethoven, all the classical artists, all Vienna. And that is the city that produced the best musicians. They may have been born other places, but they came together there to study the art of music.
So London and Vienna are very similar. Just
Very
different
similar.
eras.
Yes, different eras, but I mean the best musicians, classical musicians. I mean they've got it all. They don't just sing or do one instrument or do whatever. They compose fucking symphonies.
Yep.
That's all I got.
What about
That's
Tchaikovsky? Did he go to Vienna?
I have no idea. I had 10 minutes to look into all this.
I like his answer.
I
though.
like Handel. And
His answer
Tchaikovsky
is
are my
really
favorite.
douchebaggy.
Yeah.
no, his
But it's
answer.
good.
I like his answer.
I like it.
because we're all thinking more recent times, like
Yeah.
20th century and modern times. But you know, he went back to a time before there was iTunes, the radio, you know, CDs,
Electric
records,
guitars.
any kind of
And when music was a collaboration, I mean, you had to be in that group, really, to produce that music because you learned from everybody. It wasn't just that's where the studio was.
Sure.
that was where you needed to be around other creative
There's
people.
technically you could compose anywhere. You're not talking about. Like
You could, but you wouldn't be as good if you weren't from Vienna, or if you didn't go to Vienna to learn from other people.
The spirit of the question and the common theme here is that, you know, when you're around great musicians, you're going to be influenced, and that's going to make you better.
Right.
Right? And we saw that accelerated in the 20th century.
Yes.
Because, you know, there was all these musicians.
Because of planes.
Planes was a big part of that. You know, the people that, like, you know, even American bands being British bands, like, that wouldn't have been as common if, you know, whatever, right? This is tough. All great cities in their own way. Like, and I think they would, if they do a Foo Fighters Sonic Highways season 2, I would like to see all 3 of these cities on the season.
The band in Rush. I'm done.
Led Zeppelin and the Beatles, the Who. You know, we could go to the Rolling Stones, and Queen,
The Bee Gees.
I guess the Bee Gees.
But they're not the band, Jeff.
It goes on and on.
But Jeff, they're not the band.
The band also, though, like, isn't music that really defines Toronto. And they
How dare you say that about my beloved the band?
They didn't.
Mozart is one of the most celebrated musicians ever.
Name one.
Celebrated composer.
Jody, name one of your bands that
Which is still
recorded
technically
in
a musician.
Toronto.
Huh?
Name one of your bands that recorded, except the Hip, I think did.
It
but
didn't have nothing to do with recorded in Toronto.
Well,
he
it has a bit to do with it.
He has said that has a bit to do with
Rush
it.
has recorded in Toronto.
But, like, you know, overall, like, how many people come... Like, I think more people go out to Vancouver to record than, like, at least from what I've heard, than Toronto.
Not the good ones, though. The good ones, like the
Like
band,
the band.
they stayed there.
The band recorded...
The band recorded most of their stuff in New York.
No, and LA. They recorded in
They
LA.
played Toronto.
He might as well be saying, like, he's got a big sword.
I got guys, the band is like the master of the universe.
Yeah, they're like the Voltron.
Like, if any band had a sword, a big fucking sword, and turned into a robot, it'd be the
It
band.
probably would be the band.
Or Rush.
And they played a song called The Sword.
Yeah.
To me, it's all about, like, you know, it's playing live, but it's also recording there. The influence of the city, what it means.
All of those bands have played in Toronto.
Look,
That I've said.
Look, I'm just saying, like, you're
Just
talking
saying.
also about, like, huge open air, you know, stadium concerts. London is amazing for that. They've had Led Zeppelin play at Wembley and stuff, and, like...
Is Wembley in London?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think so.
Yeah, but, like, you know, just overall, like, London is an epicenter for music. And it has been forever, and it never, like, dwindled and went to the States and stayed in the States. It's
If you
still
think about,
there.
like, every music genre.
And if you look at, like, Vienna, it's a good choice for, like, the beginning of music, of classical. But right now, if we're talking about now and, like, you know, even the last 50, 100 years, I don't think Vienna...
Can you give me any
competes.
bands that come out of Vienna recently?
No, I cannot.
There's got to be some, though.
Like, name one.
I'm sure.
But
it
but
is-
none of them are as good as the band or Rush.
All right, well, unfortunately...
I've pandered to you, and you're going to be okay with that?
As much as I want to give it to the band and to my...
No, you're going to give it to the Beatles.
Well, it's not to the Beatles.
No, you're giving it to the Beatles.
I
You're making it very clear to everybody that you like the Beatles.
I can't give
more
it
than
to
the band.
Vienna, even though I really respect the choice.
I think the choice
Toronto
is fucking
and
genius.
Toronto and London are the next contenders, but London smashes Toronto just in terms
But
of.
that's only because that's where everybody had to fucking go. People pick Toronto.
American artists went out to London to record.
What?
It's not just like...
Yeah,
there's also,
well, that's because
just like
they
Dave
couldn't
saying,
figure out where it was.
Just like Dave's saying with the Foo Fighters, there is also a show called Live from Abbey Road, and it's all these artists that go to Abbey Road and record still, and they're not all from Britain. A lot of them are American. So, like, you know, like, even Panic at the Disco fucking was recording there and shit. So, like, you know...
I must say I'm impressed that nobody picked an American city. I thought you both would.
I was going to pick Seattle.
I would have.
but thought it
I
would be
probably
just way too
would
much.
have. I probably would have picked New York. Like to me, the New York is where people go. Like, you know, when they say, like, if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
Sure.
Like that. I think that's what's
I
great
think
about
more
New York.
Broadway for that and stuff. Not. I think LA for music.
LA. The thing about LA too is that nobody's really from LA.
No.
Right, but people go to record in LA and produce great music in LA and play live in LA, and that's why I really recommend the show and to kind of open your mind about how geographics and where the place you are influences how you play and what you record, and from that, I think London has the most cultural significance, and Jeff brought that out.
I can't believe you said that about the band.
London has probably had the most significance for the longest.
Okay, guys, we're gonna move to sports. Ding ding ding. Now,
Ding, 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 ding.
I was thinking about what I want to do with sports. I had a really goofy question, then I switched it to something a little bit better, which I'm more proud of. So let's go to the question. What sports record will never be broken? There's a lot of great sports records across the major professional
There's way
sports.
more than I thought there was.
There's
Because
tons.
like when I started looking up some stuff, I'm just like, I don't know which one I'm going to pick.
Hockey,
Because there's so many of them.
football, baseball, soccer, and all the others.
I just want to put on record, both of you two claim to hate baseball, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Interestingly enough,
I hate baseball.
we have 2 baseball records. In the,
I was
in
like,
the
I picked a
discussion.
record, and then it was a fucking baseball record, and then someone picks, it was you, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, totally.
That wasn't me.
I was surprised. The no hockey records were picked,
I was going to, but then I thought that was kind of cliche for me, so I decided to jump out of the realm
like
of
the
it.
band.
What? There's nothing wrong with the band. The band is a very good band.
Okay, great. I
I
agree.
enjoy their music.
I agree.
I don't enjoy it as much as I did before I lost that.
Okay, we're back to Jeff for the first question. And so, Jeff, what is the sports record that you think can never be touched, never be broken? There's a lot that people say will never be broken, but what's the one?
All right, it's Pete Rose's hit record. And I picked Pete Rose's hit record. He has 4,256 hits. He had over 14,000 at-bats. He played for 24 years.
So to be clear, he hit the ball with the bat.
He,
And they count that,
and he's
right?
not a leader in home runs at all or anything like that. He is just he was a machine.
It's like Ty Cobb said, any idiot can hit home runs.
And I think Ty Cobb is the best baseball player of all time.
Yeah.
But Pete Rose holds a record that I don't think can ever be beat ever. The guy played.
What about when people can have more endurance and they can play until they're 50?
Well,
Then realistically, that one could be broken. pretty
baseball is
easily.
very difficult to do
Play in
that.
old age.
And even if you do play in old age, the thing is you have to have, he had, I went through his list of stats and he had multiple seasons of over 200 hits. To give you a little reference, I went up to look at Jose Bautista, he's a good player, right?
I know of them.
Right. He's getting 126 hits a season. That's a good season.
Okay, and Pete Rose was getting 200-ish.
What is the average for Pete Rose per season?
I don't know what the average is, but it's he had multiple seasons.
Well, how many seasons did he have?
24.
So we divide
4,256.
Yeah.
4.
Okay, nobody said there was going to be
Divided
math.
by 24.
24 seasons.
100.
Great
177
broadcasting.
hits.
177 hits a season is what he averaged.
Average. And he only had a 300
Which,
average.
if you're telling me
It's
if
good,
some of the
but,
top people are only doing 100, then that's still pretty impressive.
he was a switch hitter. So he hit from both sides of the plate, so that helps him. But
That helped him get more hits.
well, the thing is, this record won't be beat. This is the question. This record will.
What's the next closest? Who's second?
Ty Cobb is the next closest, and he's close. He played 24 years too, and he has 4,189. That's close. The drop off is tremendous.
So what was the average on that Ty Cobb then?
Probably 160 or something like
Versus how much, sorry?
177.
So you're talking 10 hits.
that. But the thing is that
per season.
I think
Per
with
season.
this record you need
But how many games do you play in a season?
162.
160
You need longevity for this record, right?
Oh yeah.
You have to play for 25 years.
Okay, I'll give you a little idea. Derek Jeter.
And you're telling me that's
Just
not,
finished.
that's impossible?
Who's played 25 years in baseball? now?
Derek Jeter just finished 20 seasons. Right.
Okay.
Yeah, he's one of the older ones.
One of the best players in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Great, and not a home run hitter, a good hitter, right?
Bang Madonna.
Just
too,
like Pete
from what
Rose.
I understand.
He has 3,465 hits, so he is
No, that's
over
right.
800 hits below him.
So if he had played 4 more years,
he might have, but I don't think it would have. No, I still don't think he would be anywhere close. He might be close to Hank Aaron, who played 23 years, and he had 3,771 hits, and he was in third.
well, the thing is, who plays for 25 years now?
Nobody. All right. The only current players that are close right now is Alex Rodriguez, and he's 39 years old. and he's got 2,979. So just consider he's
he's got like 1,000 to go. So he's got to play for another.
He's got like 1,300 to go.
Even if he does like 150 hits a year.
Yeah, and he has to and the thing is, you're gonna eventually just get old and drop off, and that's gonna happen. And that's the thing. That's what's tremendous about Pete Rose's record. Ichiro Suzuki, he's another one. He's 41 years old. He's at 2,876 hits. So he's like tremendously behind him as well. Like this record, you have to hit 200 hits.
I'm still bored.
I'm just saying
Mine's
it's
even
not
more
going.
boring.
I'm just
Oh,
saying
really?
that's what this question is. It's a boring question, but this record won't
I don't know,
be.
my answer's exciting.
This record won't be beat. I don't care. Like it's not.
Oh, 5% sent me a message. Anyway,
What does he want?
I don't know.
Okay. Kevin.
All right, I picked Cal Ripken Jr.'s most consecutive games played.
How many was that?
2,000 and some odd.
Yeah, it's like 2,000.
Right.
I don't know exactly how
So you're
many.
talking how many games without him ever missing?
Without
He
ever
never
missing
missed
a game.
from like 1982 to like 1998.
And there's two reasons that this will never be broken. The first is nobody wants that record. Nobody cares.
Everybody likes a day off.
And the other thing is, there's at least going to be one player strike in there.
And people are getting lazier every year.
Yep.
Nobody wants this record. Nobody cares about this record.
Does the record count if like you were there that day but you were benched?
No, you have to play.
You have to
Yeah,
play.
play.
I think he played every game, but the thing is, he played.
This is consecutive games played. So it's not like, because there are lots of baseball players who show up and they go, I'm in the dugout tonight and I'm ready for.
And I know
to be a
if you
pinch
watch
hitter.
baseball, it seems like you can get to 2,000 and some odd games in like 2 seasons because there's so many games. But that's the whole reason is nobody wants it. Nobody's going for it. Nobody cares. Nobody's ever going to care.
You're right. Yeah, no, you're totally right.
So it's never going to be beat
the thing is
because
also-
they're going to be like, "Hey, like you're only 1,000 games away from beating his record." People are
I'm
going to be
going to
like,
take a day off.
"Who gives a shit? I'm taking a day off. Fuck, I was
No.
drinking last night."
There
and
was a guy who was
fuck
close.
Cal Ripken Jr. Who cares? It's
was-
just baseball.
There was a guy who was close. I read apparently, but he decided he got hurt. He broke his ankle or broke his wrist, but he was close, and that's why. But a lot of times players they'll be like, no, we're giving you a day off, So
Yeah.
that's why a lot.
It's never going to be broken. It's never going to be broken.
It can be broken, but
No,
it'll never be
obviously
broken.
it can be broken. It's one of the easiest fucking records you can get,
As
but
long as
nobody's
you're-
going to do it.
As long as you're good enough for the manager to put you in the lineup. that night.
Exactly. Everybody wants,
And you can stay healthy.
Everybody wants to be the home run leader or the most hits or the most. That's what's got most people gunning for
This
it.
is the most consistent.
This is the one that's got nobody giving a flying fuck. Nobody cares about beating this
This
record.
So yours is impressive. His is like no one's going to bother.
Well,
Nobody's gonna bother.
His
That's
record
why it'll never
is
be
a
beaten.
combination of work ethic and
Caring.
and consistency.
Yeah, like there's people that have that many days working without having a sick day.
Yeah.
It's not really that much of an achievement.
Okay, why do you think
No, it isn't that much of an achievement. That's why they're never going to fucking do it. That's why it's
I think
never.
that's just going to help my argument more. But anyway, all right.
Okay, well, Jody, let's hear yours.
All right, I didn't go baseball because number one, baseball's fucking terrible, as we all know, or we should. Anyway.
Well, yeah, because it was
Except for
really
Jeff-
exciting when he was going to go for his last
I like
game.
baseball.
All right. Either way, I picked basketball, and now he's thinking.
Did
Who
you
did
pick
I?
Boston Celtics 8 straight?
No, actually, I didn't. I was thinking of that though.
100 points in a game.
100 points
Oh,
in the
Will
game is
Chamberlain.
closer. Will Chamberlain,
You
yeah.
picked the average of 50 points per game by Will Chamberlain.
Actually, I picked the 32 games with at least 60 points, which is
32
something that
career
no
games.
one's gonna
32
ever get.
career games with 60 points.
Yep.
I think it's more impressive that he had the average of 50 points because no one's broken that.
Well, and the average. Well, that still falls into the same thing, right? He also had what was it? At least 70 points 6 times. He also had the most points per game with 100. So like this guy is just a landmark of awesome. But
Well, we're
if I
talking
had to
about-
pick one,
This is the record. We're talking about this record.
yeah, this particular record that I'm talking about is the 32 games with at least 60 points. I don't think it's ever going to happen again. He was a glorious player. The only guy close to that was Michael Jordan, who had 6 times.
6 times with 60 points.
60 points or higher, yeah. So, And Michael Jordan.
Consecutive games, right?
No, not
No,
consecutive.
these aren't consecutive.
This is career.
These are just career games.
Oh, career games.
Yep, these are career games.
Really, Kobe Bryant, I thought's done that a bunch of
No,
times.
Kobe Bryant has actually only hit it 4 times. From what
Really?
I
'Cause he
understand.
did-
Twice against the Raptors.
One time, at least one
Yeah.
time against the Raptors, he scored 90-some points.
Yes, he came close to the 100 though. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
And that was one of the 4 games that he had.
He only has 4?
It's 4 from what I understand. Yeah.
So Will Chamberlain has 32 of these.
32 games with at least 60 points. So I just think it's an incredible record, and anybody who's a baseball.
Who's the next closest? Who's number 2?
He said Michael
Number 2
Jordan.
is Michael Jordan with 6.
6? 6? Michael Jordan?
Yes,
In
Michael
fair-
fucking Jordan.
In
6
fairness,
games.
though, like Will Chamberlain was playing at a time where he was like really like the most
He
dominant
was
player.
way better.
Like
than
nobody
everybody else.
was. Like, he was tallest. He was
But
biggest,
that has nothing to do with this, and you can say the same thing about Pete Rose as well. We have
don't
more
think so.
advancement. We could have way more advancents in athletics
Not
from
But-
Pete Rose to now, and even baseball.
Ty Cobb.
The
is
question
number 2.
isn't what's the most impressive record. Per
It is a
se.
fucking impressive record, though.
But the question is what will never be broken.
It's never
will
No one's
this
gonna
be
break
broken.
it. Fucking Michael Jordan tried. He only got fucking 6. Come on.
And who is better than Michael Jordan?
I can't think of a single person. Michael Jordan is fucking awesome.
I just think with when you talk about Will Chamberlain, you have to almost put an asterisk that he didn't really play against the same type of players that he was, except against Boston. You know, it was only.
Yeah, but you can't.
Yeah.
It's not saying that he couldn't have though, and it's the same thing with baseball.
Yeah.
You're telling me this guy has done. You know, he had over 200 hits per game, and a lot of times, you know. Yeah, well,
200
maybe that's because
hits
of
per
all the
season.
games that he played in that season. You know, were against shitty pitchers that always pitched to him. You know what I mean? And he always got a lot of hits. Like, it could go either way. And I'm not saying that's what happened.
Right.
But Will Chamberlain, I will say, was one of the best during his era. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No question.
Absolutely.
Right?
No question.
But does that make that record any less impressive? I still think it's a fucking impressive record. And I don't think anybody's going to ever hit it. And that's exactly what the question was about, right? The
Right,
question
mate.
is about who can...
Like if Teen Wolf was playing.
Teen Wolf is a fictional character, and I don't even think he got 60 points in a game.
And he was short.
And he was Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
And then later he was the other one.
But he had
And I don't think now Michael
Maybe.
J. Fox could hit a basket. There's no way.
No, he's pretty shaky now.
But Michael J. Fox was probably the best basketball player that.
In the movies, maybe?
Yeah.
Possibly, but he's still no Will Chamberlain. And you want the most impressive, and out of all those, you had a guy who said,
I want the
no
rec-
one's going to bother.
I want the record that will never be broken.
That record can be broken pretty easily.
Their hits record. People have come close.
Yeah.
Not really.
It's feasible.
There's nobody's come close to Will Chamberlain's
It's
record.
feasible there'll be a player that's so good that he plays like 20, 30 years.
Nobody recently in the last like 20 years. Derek Jeter is number 6 on the list, but he is still a tremendous amount behind.
Before I make my ruling, what record is the most feasible to be broken?
That one. By far.
The hits record?
By far. Come on. Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, only could do this 6 times.
No, but his record. Like
His record definitely could get killed.
why?
Just endurance. You have players that are better now. You know, you have guys that are more machines.
They're better, but they've never even come close to breaking the record ever.
But that's because you also have pitchers that are better as well right now.
That's
I would
exactly right.
Okay, tell me about Kevin's. Why?
Kevin's is totally out of
Do you
this.
feel like the most consecutive games will be broken?
I think it could be broken, yeah. Like, you know, there's a guy
But it
at
won't
my
be.
work who's never had a fucking sick day. Like, it could happen.
I'm that guy too, and I'm the only
Your
one in my job.
Your
There's
entire
nobody.
argument is nobody's going to bother to try, but I think it'll just happen
Somebody
eventually.
will try.
Nobody's gonna try.
Somebody will try just for the distinguishing.
There's guys in the NBA that
Everybody
right
wants-
now that would kill to do 60
Everybody
points a game.
wants to be
And
the
they would-
fucking
they're still
star.
trying.
Everybody wants to be the home run leader. That's why nobody juices so they can play tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like just fucking do as many games as they can. People juice so
which
they
is
can
exactly what
fucking
that
hit
would be.
home runs.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna do it. It's not a hard record to beat. Nobody's gonna do it.
Will
What
Chamberlain clearly does.
do you believe that Jeff's record will be broken? The most hits.
Probably eventually.
Do you think that this 32 games?
That's unlikely when you put it that Michael Jordan.
Michael
got
Jordan
that
can
far
only do it
away.
6 times. 6 times, guys.
Jeff, Kevin and Jody's record.
I think-
Do you feel Kevin's record can ever be beaten?
I think both records will never be broken, and neither will mine. I don't think one is more breakable than
The
other.
least likely.
Well, they're both unlikely completely, and so is mine. That's what's hard about.
I think all of these are unlikely.
Like completely.
But I think getting 200 hits in a season of how many games? Like 170 or something? 162 games. So you're talking an average of at least 1.5 hits.
170 to 180 hits.
Yeah.
177 hits a season.
So you're automatically doing that, right? I think that can feasibly be broken. I can't see why you couldn't. Like,
because you have to play for 24 years at that level. It's the same thing you're saying with Will Chamberlain, that he has played that many games getting 60 or more points, but the thing is,
well, all of these records are based on longevity.
Like you're saying, with my record it will be broken. It will not be broken because you need to be the best hitter in the game and actually be better. You need to be the best hitter of all time for 24 straight seasons, basically, is what you need to do. And you can do it for 5, 10
Will
years.
Chamberlain played a total of 1,045 games.
Calling it. Giving it to Jody.
Thank you.
Unfortunately.
That's a good pick. I like that one. Settle down.
Well, that was crazy. Jody just won that round. That's
Did
sports.
you just call me Crazy Jody?
Crazy Jody.
He said that was crazy, Jody.
Oh, okay. I thought he said Crazy Jody.
There was a period. There was a period of that.
There was some punctuation I thought was
He's
missing.
like, that was crazy, comma, Jody won that round.
Because I was about to give him the finger and tell him to fuck off, but I guess I don't have to now. I'm sorry, Dave.
All right, guys. We're moving on to history.
We'll cuddle later.
Yeah.
He is a bear.
He is a bear if he was gay.
If I was gay, which I'm not.
I like how he always does it.
He always says it the gayest way possible.
No,
which I'm not.
Hey guys, you know in The Simpsons when you see that dog and the dog's got the shifty eyes? That's exactly what he just did. He's like if I was gay.
I'm totally not.
I have nothing against gay people. I don't.
Good.
I enjoy gay people.
We like gay people here on this program. We're all about the cock.
You're all about the cock. I'm not. I have one. I don't need another. I'm good.
Okay.
And
This has gone off the rails.
Moving on to history. Ding, ding, ding.
ding-a-ling.
I like that Kevin has to go first on this one.
Kevin.
Oh shit! I don't even remember.
Kevin,
what
the
I
question for this round is, which historical holiday
picked. Oh yeah, I remember now.
should be abolished?
Fucking Easter.
Easter. Why?
Because it's total fucking bullshit. Dude rose from the dead, and he didn't even exist. How could he rise from the dead? Fucking Jesus. Fuck him. Fuck his holiday.
Zombie.
He's not a fucking
You
zombie.
know who could beat Jesus though? Voltron.
You got it. You did it.
There you go.
Jesus Voltron!
You got Jesus and Voltron.
I got Jesus and Voltron in the same
I don't know. I
sentence in
hate this
podcast.
fucking holiday. They had to make it okay for kids by putting fucking the Easter bunny. I gotta hide eggs and shit around my house for my kids. Why? It's fucking stupid. I hate it. I hate everything about it. Gotta buy them a gift now? Why? Because some dude never existed? It's fucking stupid. I hate it. I hate Easter.
I feel like you almost buy the gift from the Easter bunny. You know, it's just like Christmas.
Yes, you do buy it from the fucking Easter Bunny. You don't get your kids shit on Easter. So the Easter Bunny gets all the fucking glory.
Yes.
You pay all the fucking money. Yeah. And your kids fucking hate you.
Just like Santa. They're very similar.
No, at least on Christmas you get to buy your kids something.
But it's called...
Easter you don't.
But, when your kids are young, it's Santa.
Atlanta's on her way, by the way, guys.
Kinky. Alright.
Alright.
Alright!
I don't know how that's kinky, but...
I don't know either. I just thought I'd say
Okay, Easter, a strong contender.
I think what he's trying to say is let's wrap this up. He's got other things to do.
Atlanta is on her way, and...
Excellent.
Which holiday would you abolish?
I would abolish Valentine's Day.
Good pick. Why?
Because it's horseshit. It's just a way to make money.
What about the historical significance of
The
it?
historical significance is it has something to do with a fucking minister, and he was doing weddings for soldiers that weren't allowed to marry and shit. It's horseshit. Nobody even knows what it... Like, I guarantee you ask 10 people what fucking St. Valentine's Day is about, they're all gonna just tell you, oh, it's about fucking love and fucking romance. No, it's about fucking candy sales. It's basically Easter, just done in a love theme. It's the exact same fucking thing, but instead you get to take the glory for it. So I get to buy fucking chocolates for somebody, and I get to go, okay, yeah, it's Valentine's Day. I love you so much. Here's your fucking chocolates, or here's your fucking bundles of roses.
Why is chocolate associated with the event?
I have no fucking idea.
Why is chocolate associated with Easter?
Every event. Because people like chocolate.
So chocolate companies make
No, that's why. It's why
Yeah.
it's every Christmas there's chocolate. Easter there's every holiday there's
And
chocolate.
Valentine's Day,
because
basically,
people like
is one of
chocolate.
the reasons why there's even a card.
But they feel
the
a
greeting
need-
card industry, because that was something that started that all. Like, so with that, you have that as well. I just think Valentine's Day is something that isn't needed. If you want to say you fucking love somebody, just fucking tell them you love them. You don't need a fucking day to sit there and buy them some fucking gift that they really don't give a shit about, that they could get anytime anyway. Let's face it, it's
'Cause
fucking chocolate.
It's like Easter. It's not a big money holiday. It's not a big money gift you do on that one.
No, it's always some bullshit fucking, here's your chocolate and your fucking roses or whatever. And it's really, let's face it, it's catering completely to the industry at this point. Like, it's not, I guarantee you could ask 10 people on the street right now and maybe one of them might know what actually Valentine's Day is about. The rest of them are just like, it's about, celebrating love. Well, not really. It's kinda, I guess, a very weird form of it, but same idea.
Okay. Jeff.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh, he looks mad. He looks angry on this one.
I picked Columbus Day.
Not a Canadian holiday.
Who cares?
Only U.S. specific.
It's actually, well, it's not actually. It was
No,
celebrated. It was
it's
celebrated
celebrated in a couple different
all throughout like the Americas for years, but
Yeah.
it was also denounced, which is why it should be abolished. Because literally people, started figuring out that this guy exploited and crucified and mass genocided, people.
Christopher Columbus?
Oh yeah.
He crucified people?
Yep.
Oh,
Upside
yeah.
down.
That was like in back then.
very in. October 12th.
So is sodomy, technically.
1492, Christopher Columbus arrived in the New World, and he landed in Hispaniola, which is now the Dominican Republic. And what he did was he decided that at first he thought he was in India, so that's why Indians are called Indians now here, which is totally inaccurate because he thought he was in India. So he decided that he needed to save these people, and he started crucifying people. And I've read some really graphic shit about Christopher Columbus, where you think of conquistadors, right? Like where they did terrible stuff to Native Americans. Way worse.
So basically, you're saying the guy has a holidays and he's a total dick. So why
He's
does he
a
have
total
holiday?
murderer. It's like celebrating Hitler or fucking Stalin. Who we go Pol Pot. This guy.
But Christopher Columbus, the director, named his production company 1492 Productions.
That is despicable. That can fucking hate Christopher.
Fuck Christopher Columbus.
But he did Home Alone and he did Rent.
He did those things. That doesn't mean his production. company
Okay, I
is
can
gonna
understand
be-
him bringing up Home Alone, but Rent?
Rent is even better than Home Alone.
The movie
Yeah.
The play's better than the movie.
Oh, yeah.
play is far like the movie. What?
The movie's pretty good.
Let me be clear. The movie, right?
Will I lose my dignity?
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
The answer is yes, you will. And you already have in some scenarios.
How many times with the singing? Like
I'm host this week. I get to splurge.
Only Dave fucking
do that
could
every
take-
time anyway.
Could take me talking about Christopher Columbus
And bring it into a Rent.
murdering people and move it into fucking him singing fucking songs.
from Rent.
From Rent. Only Dave could do that.
Maybe he's trying to lighten the mood. That's what a good host does.
But if the question is which historical
Which of these holidays is the most bullshit?
and mine is by far the most bullshit. It's celebrating someone that
It's bullshit, but it's only bullshit to some people.
He may have been awful, but he existed.
I thought Italians love your holiday.
definitely exists. I don't think Italians love it. If they did, they're ignorant
I love
fucks.
that.
Italians.
If they do, they're ignorant as well.
Because
They're ignorant.
ignorant Italians?
Well, yes, but they are. They're ignorant Italians.
And that's the last listener just clicking off.
Yeah, we're losing. I think they.
Well, now we can say whatever.
I think they switched off.
We were holding back.
No, but let's face it. The guy was a murderer, and we're celebrating him. Why?
Well, and that's my argument with Valentine's Day. Like, why do you need a fucking day to
That's the argument.
Yeah, that's
both.
I'd like to hear how
At least
Hold on, let me
together.
finish. Can I finish? All right.
All right.
You had a big fucking.
Valentine's Day, now obviously not after Christopher Columbus, the fucking murderer asshole dick guy. But St. Valentine's Day is no one really knows the true meaning of it anymore. And on top of that, it's horseshit. If you want to say you love somebody, just fucking tell them you love somebody. Buy them a gift anytime. It doesn't matter.
Valentine's Day is cute though. Like,
No, it's not cute. It's
cute
only
for-
cute for women.
cute
And
for-
Dave.
but-
Dave loves Valentine's Day.
Why do I need another excuse to give my kids chocolate?
Kids like it. Kids like Valentine's Day when they're in school.
But kids get chocolate and Valentine's
They're
Day
already
too.
fucking spoiled. Don't they get shit on
they give their
Valentine's
other,
Day?
peers freaking Valentine's.
Yeah, they make the little mailboxes out of the
They love it. What's
paper
wrong with that?
bags.
Because, Kevin, in your case, Easter technically isn't the holiday. It's Good Friday that's the holiday.
Well, no, there's Easter
No,
Sunday.
Easter Sunday is a holiday.
That's the day he rose.
Well, that's a Sunday, and we have that off anyway.
Not everybody.
Yeah,
Some people
fine,
work
if you want to go stat holiday.
Okay, I forgot. You don't work one of them jobs, okay? But there are people in this world that work on Sundays, Dave. This is a pretty common thing around the world.
Uh-huh.
I don't do it, but it's a common thing.
Right.
Yeah, like,
And
everybody.
they get that Sunday
You know
off.
those places that you
All right,
go to
if you're
on
going,
Sunday,
then I'm out.
where,
If
like,
you're
you go and
going
get
for the
fast
day you
food?
get paid for.
You know, like where you go out on a Sunday and like you get fast food, you get served at a place. Yeah, those are people that work on Sundays. Just to let you know.
Okay, both of their holidays have
Horseshit.
chocolate involved.
Yep,
people,
bullshit. Cards.
happy kids happy, love, dinner, respect, family being with each other. What the fuck does Columbus Day have? Like, it makes no sense. Like, why is it even there? Like, I understand.
It's a day off for Americans, isn't it?
I don't know if it's a day off, but
It's we don't have it in Canada.
it's
but
our Thanksgiving. It lies on our Thanksgiving. I don't
Yeah,
know if
it
they
ends
have-
up on our
If they have that day off, that's even more reason it should be
Some
abolished,
states
or
do.
just be change the name. The name is terrible.
Some states have it, some states don't. In the U.S.
Oh, okay, but like I don't know like everything about who celebrates it. But what I do know is I've studied the guy, and the guy does not deserve to have a holiday.
It should not be honored with a holiday.
No,
Should Saint Valentine be honored with a holiday?
No,
Why?
because horseshit.
Why?
Because I said so.
he was a real guy too.
He was a real guy, yeah.
Jesus, maybe not.
Jesus doesn't deserve a holiday because Jesus doesn't fucking
He does
exist.
too. But if he did exist,
And he's already got one, thank you. He doesn't need two holidays for a fucking guy that doesn't
but
exist.
the thing about Christianity is, if you are a Christian, which none of us are,
I'm certainly not.
but if you were a Christian, Easter is supposed to be more significant than Christmas.
Right.
Christmas is his birth. Every one of us was born. That's not that amazing. Coming back to life is more amazing.
Okay, so I just looked
Or
at...
more fucking bullshit, not more amazing.
All right,
More
that being aside,
bullshit.
Columbus Day is not called Columbus Day in anything but the United States. It's actually Discovery Day in the Bahamas.
Right.
It's Day of the Race in Latin America, which has nothing
Right.
to do with Columbus. It has to do with finding the New World.
Who found it?
Well, yes.
I remember on...
Well, technically, everybody on that fucking boat. Technically.
And a lot of people in
Right.
Latin America figured out real quick that Native people around them don't quite like this guy, so they had to change the name.
On last week
Yeah, but they
tonight...
changed the name and they don't celebrate the man anymore.
Last week tonight with John Oliver. You ever seen this show?
Yep.
Quite good. And they did a segment about Columbus Day. They went, Columbus Day, how is this still a thing? And they went through the whole history of Christopher Columbus and all of his atrocities, which Jeff has alluded to here. And the thing is, if you're going to abolish a holiday, what should be at the front of the list? I gotta think it's Columbus Day. If anything, you should rename the day to something else.
But if you rename the day, it loses all meaning that you give a shit about.
First of all, even if it wasn't called Columbus Day, who gives a shit when the fuck we just European people discover the New World? Like that does not need to be
Well,
celebrated.
I'm gonna go with the
General.
Europeans. They probably gave a fuck.
We're Europeans.
Do we care when we found Europeans found this land? Does that need to be celebrated? No, that's more
we're
bullshit than
European
Valentine's Day or
descent.
Easter.
But that's like saying we wouldn't. That's like saying we wouldn't celebrate the moon landing. Like
It's not a fucking holiday.
maybe it should.
Well, I would more support
I'd rather
that.
there'd be a moon holiday than a Columbus Day.
Yeah.
I think you're pandering. And I don't like.
I
it.
think
I have the
he's
pen.
leading the witness.
And I'm giving I'm giving the round to Jeff.
You know what holiday drives me nuts more than any other, and it's only a holiday here in Ontario? It's fucking family.
Family Day's garbage.
I would almost pick Family Day.
All right, we're moving on to wild card. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, well, I'm
fucking
done.
Now, Kevin, you have the potential to
know, I
tie the others here.
I've given it no thought.
Now, Kevin, the question here is: pitch your ultimate mega franchise crossover. Now, I believe you are to start this round, Jody.
If you want me to, yes.
You are the one. Now, this is like any two amazing sci-fi fiction. Doesn't have to be sci-fi or any of those things. It could be anything.
I didn't pick sci-fi.
It could be like Law and Order crosses over with The Littlest Hobo.
What?
You know, it could be. Right? But we're talking
I don't think when you say mega franchise, Littlest Hobo doesn't jump to
Littlest Hobo is
mind.
fucking awesome, though.
Mega.
Yeah, but it doesn't jump to mind as a mega
He's making it
franchise.
my 9-year-old self.
Excellent point. The mega part is lacking with probably
The Littlest Hobo.
Maybe tomorrow won't settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me.
No,
And then it
so
just
you're on.
ends
Down the road.
These are the
That's
stories
where I'll
of the
always
littlest hobo.
In the criminal justice system, there's
Did you ever see? Did you ever see the Littlest Hobo kind of thing that was on Corner Gas?
No.
You ever see that? Oh, that was fucking hilarious.
Jody, I want to hear your answer, man. What,
All right.
What franchises do you want to cross over?
I wanted something action-y, action-packed.
Okay.
All right, and the things that come up to me that are action-packed, which I know Kevin isn't going to know at least half of these movies, is the Fast and the Furious movies. All right, hey, don't knock them.
Who are they
They're fun to
crossed it
watch.
over with?
With the Bourne Identity movies.
Oh, that's interesting.
Isn't it interesting? I
It
thought
is.
so. Not only do you have action-packed heist / I know, isn't that awesome?
I know.
You're intrigued now.
I'm intrigued
You're going
to see how bad this movie would be.
Wait a second, this could be awesome.
I like bored.
All right.
Fast and Furious.
Stay with me for a second. Fast and Furious has kind of turned into heist movies with lots of cars.
Right.
That's really what it is, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Then you have the Bourne Identities, a lot of fucking kicking ass, fucking chewing bubblegum, and all that shit, right? So you put the two
Chewing
together.
bubblegum?
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like, do new compressions.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, you take the two of them together. You got Jason Bourne, you got fucking the Fast and Furious stuff, and you got like tons of fucking car rides, car chases. You got fucking guys kicking the shit out of each other. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. I'm just saying, it's gonna be awesome.
So how are they gonna like? What's the crossover?
Oh, we actually have to pitch this shit.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to lose.
It's not. It's not a question. It's a pitch.
It's a pilot.
All right. I gotta pitch it, right? Are you all right there?
Yeah, I'm ready, I'm ready.
You texting?
Yeah.
In the middle of a podcast.
I have to.
That's kind of rude.
I have to.
All right. Anyway, I hope it was worth it, Dave.
I'm listening.
It doesn't sound like you're listening.
I'm listening.
All right. So anyway, Bourne Identity movies, lots of action-packed intrigue, a little bit of suspense, stuff like that. You know, basically Jason Bourne. You know.
Why would these characters meet? Why?
I don't know.
Why would Vin Diesel's character meet Jason Bourne?
I think you're gonna have the Fast and Furious guy trying to do a heist, and you're gonna have Jason Bourne who finds out he gets thrown into it, and he's gotta help. He's gotta be like, fuck these guys! I'm gonna take down the whole industry and all this shit. Hey, I've had a couple beers. So anyway, so you got Fast and Furious stuff, and you got those guys, and they're doing like some sort of heist, right? But it has to do with like government. All right. And it happens to be the guys that are fucking over Jason Bourne, right? And Jason Bourne's like, all right, well, I'll join with you guys. You guys drive fast. And then he like kicks ass and shit. Done.
Okay, Jeff. what?
I foresee maybe Jeff.
Who do
winning
you want to
this
see
one.
crossover?
I picked two Marvel epic.
Oh, for
mega
fuck's sake! Can we
franchises.
not have one fucking movie discussion without the Marvel fucking expanded universe?
I am gonna go there.
Of course you're gonna fucking go there.
You've
because
said,
that's what it-
you've said
I almost went there
you've said
too.
your
You
piece.
almost didn't get
Jesus.
there.
let him make his pitch. Let him make his pitch.
My pitch is Avengers and X-Men together
In a movie?
in a series of movies.
Oh.
Because this is why.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is why.
Get your hands out of your
You sound
pants,
like a
Dave.
fucking Woody already. Like you're
Get
totally
your hands
pandering
out of your
here.
pants.
This is a pander, and you know it.
It's also something I've wanted to see forever.
It has happened in the comic books. They had a whole
Of course it
Avengers versus X-Men like comic book series. It was awesome.
Yeah, but let's face it. Almost every crossover has happened in the comics.
No, but the
It's-
whole AV,
that's the whole point of
the whole
selling comics.
AVX series was fantastic.
But there's also been, X-Men actually in the Avengers. So and
There have been X-Men that have been members of the Avengers in the comic books, notably Beast, Wolverine
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
and Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are not X-Men, but they're mutants.
Mine was better.
and Spider-Man basically.
Fuck
is-
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's not a mutant.
Spider-Man's kind of the bridge though between.
What do you mean Spider-Man's not a fucking mutant?
He's not a mutant.
He's got superpowers from a fucking spider.
He wasn't born with his powers like Cyclops was.
Yeah, he's not born immune. He's not born gay. He became gay later.
Yeah.
I still fail to see how this isn't as good as mine.
Okay, let him make his pitch.
Mine's better.
Avengers and the X-Men meet.
Avengers. All right. First of all, we can.
And we still have a superhero movie.
What would be cooler than seeing Wolverine and Iron Man on the same team? Or
I'm gonna go with Jason Bourne in a car going really fast.
You want a crossover? So what's your crossover? Is it they fight or that they work together?
I think it would be better to see them work together and all.
Who are they gonna fight?
Because who couldn't they? The thing is, we could do the same thing that Avengers and X-Men have done, where they have the Thanos, they have this Apocalypse movie coming out. They have some big badass villains, and the thing is that gets redundant about X-Men is Magneto's always the bad guy, and I want to see.
That's not true.
In the movies, it is.
In the third one, he wasn't the bad guy. It was a terrible movie, but
in when Last Stand,
who's the bad guy?
The bad guy was Stryker.
Stryker's not in the third movie.
Or sorry, no, not Stryker. The other guy.
It's Angel's dad, kind of.
Yeah, that guy.
It's Magneto.
Yeah, the guy that did the.
It's really Magneto.
It's not really Magneto.
Of course it is.
It's a turnover at the end.
Like it's kind of like the Phoenix and
Phoenix.
The third
Phoenix
movie
isn't that
The
bad
third movie is
guy.
an abortion.
Who's using the Phoenix? Magneto.
Well, of course
Magneto is the bad guy in
Magneto,
all of the movies.
This might as well be in fucking Latin.
X-Men United. He's more of an ally.
The only movie he's not the bad guy.
Okay, can you guys like put your dicks back in your pants and get to the point here?
The only movie he's not the bad guy is First Class, and that's because. But
he's the bad guy in the end.
He right at the end of the movie.
Well, he starts as the bad guy at the end.
Right, so they
The
kind
whole
of
point is
they
to
build
show
this
that
character.
he's going to be the bad guy.
Of course, but the thing is, it gets redundant, and the thing is, and eventually, my favorite part of Magneto is when he's the good guy. I think most people feel that way too. When he's like, basically, everyone wants to kind of get on Magneto's side. That's a great thing about his character, but
there's 2 Avengers movies, and I'm already getting bored of them. So
What?
if you throw X-Men in, like you're boring me
But
twice.
the thing is, why I say X-Men and Avengers is because X-Men, I think, has the best characters to really draw from. They can have.
I agree with you completely.
If you combine them with the Avengers, we already have a set Avengers team.
But why do we need to? I guess really
Because it would complete the Marvel universe, and that's
don't give a
what
fuck about
I know.
Marvel
You don't care, but I do, and that's the thing is like, and now that Spider-Man's already on board with Avengers, we add X-Men, and really they could do so much with the crossovers.
Dave, can you just put it back in your pants? Like, I understand you're getting excited here, but like, relax.
We haven't even heard Kevin's answer yet.
I want to hear Kevin's answer now.
Oh, it's not good.
But I just want to say one quote before Kevin does his answer. Hugh Jackman was asked not that long ago about what he thought about an Avengers X-Men crossover, exactly what I'm talking about. And he said, I think as an optimist, I would love it. You're in a very complex world where big sums of money are being spent for different franchises, and so getting them together is difficult. 2 years ago, though, I would have said you'd be a real optimist to think it would ever happen, but weirdly, I just think it maybe could. I think there is a possibility that it will happen.
But isn't this the same Hugh Jackman that said he's not going to reprise the role of Wolverine
Sure, but
for the next movie?
that doesn't mean...
He's just talking about the X-Men.
He's just saying the X-Men and Avengers getting together, and the reason why I think it could get together is the X-Men, don't kid yourself for watching the amount of money that Avengers are pulling in. And there's a reason.
If it happened, it would be like the ultimate.
Let me tell you something about all these superhero movies.
Okay,
Without the humor, these movies suck ass.
Agreed.
Without the humor, all of these movies suck ass.
But
Just
Bourne movies
so
were awesome.
bad.
I don't agree with that.
Of course not.
Well, you're not going
And a lot. I see what he's saying. Without them,
Without the humor, they're the most I can't watch.
that's
They're
what Marvel
unwatchable
does
to
so
me.
well. That's what DC sucks at. DC.
Oh, they do really well. Like I'm saying, they suck without the humor. I like every one of the movies. I do,
I like
and
the
I'm not a
Thor
comic book fan.
I don't like the Thor movies.
But with all I do,
Thor is
I
one
like
of the
them.
best.
They're one of my favorites.
They're terrible. I hate them.
I liked the first one much more than the second one. Thor.
All right, anyway, are you done?
Really?
Let's just get mine out of the way here.
No, Kevin. I think yours is very interesting.
Yeah, but I didn't come up with a pilot or anything. I picked
Pitch it.
I picked Star Trek and Doctor Who.
Oh, that's interesting.
Now, ironically,
I saw this.
you may or may not know this, is that I recently read a whole comic series where Star Trek The Next Generation did cross over with Doctor Who.
I have not. I own
Really?
that, and I have not
I
read
didn't
it.
know that existed.
It does exist, And it's all about. And I don't know a lot about Doctor Who, but the Doctor Who have these villains called the Machine Men or something. Cybermen. Okay, and that they're kind of like the Borg.
Yeah.
And so the Cybermen team up with the Borg to go against Star Trek and Doctor Who.
Well, that's awesome. All
That
I was
sounds
going to say
cool,
was
actually.
well, and that's why I'm going to lose, because I don't really have a story. I thought it'd be interesting at first to see Doctor Who and Q kind of go at it.
But Q
on either
was
side.
Beston, right?
Q,
you don't know.
Q is too much of a. It's like Q versus God.
Yo, no, but Q and Time Lord.
Probably Q.
Q, because he's a douche. Douche is always winning that scenario.
Or Doctor Who against the Continuum. Doctor Who never loses.
True.
Never loses.
True.
Q does. 2 humans.
But Q chooses to lose.
Q chooses to lose. That's
Q
Q's never technically lost.
If Q wanted to, he could snap his fingers
And then he reverses everything that happens, so we're
Yeah.
done. He controls all time. and
Q
space,
is
so-
like the unbeatable opponent.
Yeah, you can't win him anyway.
You have to, like, you have
that's
to-
why I think it would be interesting to see those two
Jeff's just like
together,
Marvel ain't
because-
no
Are
worse
you
than
saying
this.
Star Trek Next Generation or just Star Trek?
in general. Actually, what I really was going to argue was
Like, who's
that
Doctor Who
they
leading?
go and that Doctor Who lands on like the new movies, and then fucking reverses all that shit. Decides that humans have become too violent and don't think enough, and go back to the old Star Trek, where it was less fucking Star Wars than it is now.
Yeah.
Now,
That's just kind of my message to Hollywood.
in the Doctor Who Star Trek crossover that's happened in the comics, it's almost like parallel dimensions meeting each other.
Right.
Would that be the case in your guys'?
I gotta read this comic.
I do too.
I'm actually intrigued by that. I gotta find it.
I actually own some of them. I don't own the whole thing. That's why I haven't
I
read
gotta
it.
find that. Anyway, sorry.
In your case, like, is Jason Bourne does he just live in the same world that the Fast and Furious movies take place in?
Realistically, they could easily cross.
Or is there some kind of
no-
interdimensional travel?
No, there's no interdimensional travel. It's a fucking action movie with car movies put together. Why do I need that?
Well, because
Why does that make it better?
Well, just
It doesn't.
all it says is that the entire time, Vin Diesel's character, whoever he plays in the
I'm just saying the Fast and
Dominic
Furious movies.
Toretto.
Dominic Toretto,
Toretto, yeah.
he lived in the same world as Jason Bourne the entire time.
Well, they live on Earth in a reasonable time.
But
frame,
guys,
so-
we're talking about fictional characters meeting, right?
No, that doesn't say anything in there.
We're talking about franchise crossover.
I just
Yeah,
don't-
these
I
are
don't see
franchises.
those
They've crossed over.
Jeff,
ever
same
cross-
question to you:
Yeah.
Is the X-Men were they always living in the same world?
Why not? I say absolutely, yeah. Like they just never cross. Like they just never cross paths. And
So mutants.
But
were
you've
always
said in previous episodes that the Marvel Cinematic Universe does not span into the X-Men.
it does not,
It
but
doesn't.
it could now.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I want. This is what the crossover I
Oh,
want
okay.
to occur.
Yeah.
I want X-Men to be in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I want it to be one big Marvel happy family, and I want all the characters in. And Spider-Man is already signed in. And like
So, is Kevin's technically disqualified because it already exists?
No, in fact, if anything, it gives him more credibility because,
Well, his was made, right?
well, it's low key. It's not well known.
No, I didn't know.
I think Jody's the least likely to ever occur.
If anything, his is the most likely to occur, and the one we want to see the least.
No, his is the least likely. Why would
No,
that
it's
be
most
ever-
likely to occur. It's the
No,
easiest
with
one
mine,
for it to
I would
happen.
like to
Do
see.
you know how easy it is to sum up those two licenses and get them into a movie? You could easily.
With
do
me, I'd like to see the Doctor and Q square off. I don't
That'd
have
be neat.
a way that they would, but I'd like to see them square off.
The
I mean, he's a
Doctor-
Time Lord.
Right.
that. And Q, it controls all.
And the Q is
Time-
basically
controls time
Q
and
is
space
basically a
anyway.
god.
He's part of the continuum. He's not necessarily a god.
No,
He's
because
omnipotent.
everybody in the continuum has the same power.
Yes,
Right?
that's true.
So
The
realistically,
power
there's a
to
whole
do
bunch of
any,
them.
the power to do anything.
Yeah, but
I
then
think
you
it'd
just
be
have another
interesting.
Q that could undo what that
You
Q
get
did.
you get good writers in there that are, better than me, and I think you'd have something there.
This is tough, guys. Like, you've all brought incredible pitches to this round.
Even me.
Even you.
Really?
I thought that I was like, I would love to see.
I just want to see a movie with Jason Bourne kicking ass and fucking really, really cool car chases.
Then you don't need Fast and Furious. You just put Jason Bourne in a car.
No, but it'd be better with the cars.
The problem with your argument is that
It's
Because it'd be like a heist movie instead.
there's no real good reason for them to meet.
There's no fucking good reason for any of these to
no,
meet.
there's a good reason for mine.
His has the best.
Yours is money. That's the only reason why yours would ever
That's
meet.
what drives movies.
No, it's not just money. It's like that. The stakes.
Okay,
of-
can you take off your little fucking fucking
Personally,
hard-on?
why I picked it is I want the Marvel. I feel like I work at Marvel because I want to.
I feel you fucking work at
I
Marvel too,
want a
because I
pure-
can't have one fucking debate on this table without you bringing up the fucking Marvel
I
Cinematic
want a
Universe.
pure Marvel
I know what the
universe.
Marvel Cinematic Universe is because of you!
I want.
And that hurts me!
I want on film all the Marvel characters. I want them all.
Think about how I
DC's getting to do it, and I think Marvel should get to do it
DC
too.
can fuck itself because no matter how good they do, they're still not going to do it.
Yeah, but they got Aquaman.
No,
That's
because the
true. They do have
characters,
Aquaman.
the characters are nowhere near the level of Marvel's.
No. The storylines are way
I
better than
have
Marvel
to.
Universe.
Okay, guys, where I've come to the point is that I feel like the X-Men and the Avengers should get the point. And the reason is that Jason Bourne is no use to the league. Dominic.
What are you talking about? They could have a common goal to go up against the man.
Okay, Star Trek and Doctor Who very close, but
I still
He
wanna
spends
see
a lot of time
You
thinking
lo-
about these things. I don't.
you lost. You lost me on.
True.
You lost me on Q. I don't
Really?
Think,
You don't?
I don't feel.
I love Q.
Q is not the right character to cross over Doctor Who. I think it's
Really?
Q is a hard character.
more. I think it's
though.
more of the mortal characters.
No, I think a Time Lord against the Continuum.
What about
You
that
don't
guy
watch
in
Doctor
Next Gen?
Who, so you don't.
What about the guy in Next Gen that was
you
the
don't
time
know.
traveler?
What?
What was his name? Do you
The
remember?
Traveler?
Yeah, the Traveler. He actually had a name, but
Whatever.
whatever. But that guy.
That,
No.
that would have been better.
No.
That would've
Q.
been
No
But
way.
Q's a little
If
too
you were
hard
like,
to beat.
if you were like the Traveler and Wesley Crusher
No.
is going to meet Doctor Who.
If you watch Doctor Who, you would Q and Doctor Who would
Honestly,
be fucking
if
epic.
I thought about 10 years ago, guys, I never thought I'd be at a table discussing the Marvel Cinematic fucking Universe and whether Q and Doctor Who could fucking meet. You fucking nerds.
You know what? How long ago?
10 years ago.
Me neither.
I had never thought I would be talking to someone
Me
and saying,
neither.
I want Dominic Toretto and Jason Bourne in the same fucking movie.
And now you have.
Now
And I'm telling you right now, boys, if that ever happens, you're going to all be sitting there going, Jody was right, as always.
if that fucking happens, I'll be shocked.
Now, unfortunately, Kevin, you have been eliminated.
Aw.
Just for the record, the score is Jeff 3, Jody 2. And of course, Kevin eliminated with 1 point, but he took that movie round. That was impressive. Tremors, I want to see Tremors again.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Everybody does. Watch
You're
it
such
100
a
times.
fucking nerd.
I am.
Alright.
We have Jody versus Jeff. Of course, Jeff is at 3 points, Jody is at 2. Jeff has the slight edge up right now. Moving on to the speed round. Ding, ding, ding. Both of these movies are on, TV. Which Michael Bay movie would you rather watch?
None.
Armageddon or The Rock?
The Rock.
Alright.
The Rock is a good movie.
I actually like it.
It's got Nick Cage, Sean Connery. It's exciting. Ed Harris. You got a good bad guy. You got a good premise. They got to go. It's like a cool espionage movie. In general, they got, it's never boring. It's got good beats. Armageddon is a terrible, friggin' stupid movie.
Did you see the honest trailer that came out today for Armageddon?
No, I haven't
It's
watched it.
amazing. And Ben Affleck was doing the DVD commentary for Armageddon.
Okay.
Right? He was like, so I asked Michael Bay. I asked Michael Bay why it was easier to teach oil drillers to be astronauts rather than astronauts to be oil drillers or drillers in general. And you know what Michael Bay told me? Shut the fuck up, Ben Affleck.
It's so true.
Right?
But that's a point for Armageddon.
Right, and then it gets to the point in the commentary where Bruce Willis, as Harry Stamper, goes, so he's like, they might be good astronauts, but they know shit about drilling. They don't know dick about drilling. He's like, okay, come on. This is a bit of a plot stretch right now. All right, he's like, they don't know dick about drilling. How much is there to it? Point the drill to the ground and press On.
They don't know dick about drilling. That in itself is hilarious. But the thing is, The Rock is a cool movie. Like, it makes sense, too. Like, it makes sense within the confines of the movie. Like, whereas Armageddon is, like you were saying, like, it's silly. It's just like, our astronauts are smart people. Like, how could they
Isn't The Rock the one where it's like, they get Sean Connery, he's the only guy that's escaped from Alcatraz, and they've gotten him back to go back in because, you know, we don't have enough military presence.
And he's basically playing James Bond, but not.
He's like
Wow,
James
terrible
Bond.
James
Bond that's been in prison for 30 years or something, basically.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing good about that entire movie was Ed Harris. But you know what was a bigger and harder ass enemy? A fucking huge fucking rock coming down out of space.
Yes!
That's right. That's right. You know what's
You've
worse
got
than Ed
Dave
Harris?
excited here.
A fucking huge rock.
Space Rock.
A space fucking rock. And Aerosmith music. That's terrible too.
You got Liv Tyler.
And Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler's dad.
And Liv Tyler's dad singing.
Saying to like, fuck Ben Affleck.
You've also
I just
got-
want you to fuck Ben Affleck.
You've also got Ben Affleck with animal crackers on her tummy, and he's just like, oh, little animal
That was a
cracker."
lovely scene. I can't believe you could possibly ditch that. No, it's terrible.
It's burned in my memory.
terrible.
That scene. I don't
It's
know why.
brutal. It's
Yeah.
I actually like that movie. It's the only scene that I'm like, oh,
That
God.
movie is
Christ.
Okay.
It's just too much to hope that there are people doing the same
You know what's
thing
more
right
interesting
now?
than going to Alcatraz? Going to fucking space! Alright? Space is more exciting. Okay, so you have a more exciting movie. You have a way bigger villain, which is a big, huge fucking asteroid that's gonna kill everybody.
Oh, what a villain.
What?
What a villain.
That is a massive
Do you remember like the landscapes? on
Didn't
that?
say a single line in the entire movie, but still scared the crap out of
A villain
everybody.
should have charisma, and I'm sorry.
What do you-
It looked like
Did you see the trail of specks that were coming
it was
off
like
that thing?
It was like a Tim Burton nightmare.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a nightmare.
That was Armageddon wins it. Like, there's no way around this. Armageddon
Okay,
wins
Kevin,
it.
do you have an opinion?
What's the better movie, Kevin?
That's a tough one. I like The Rock. I watch Armageddon more often. All right, speed round. Make a decision.
Just based on this, I have to give it to The Rock, but I didn't want to.
What?
I wanted,
Kevin even said my movie was better.
but he didn't say your argument was better. I like how I wrote The Rock, but really the answer is Jeff.
I am The Rock.
The Rock, Jeff.
The Rock, Jeff.
I'm gonna
Know
call you
your
The
role,
Rock
you
from now
jabroni.
on.
You jabroni.
Yeah, jabroni.
Okay,
Alright,
guys.
let's go to the other one. because
Doesn't matter what
This is
your
obviously
answer is.
biased.
All right, we're moving on to television. Ding, ding, ding. Which TV reboot would you rather watch? Battlestar Galactica or Hawaii Five-0?
Battlestar.
Give him the point.
You're not even
Wow, how the fuck can he argue that?
How can you argue that?
I can see he can have it.
You know what the thing was? I tried to come up with two great
You failed.
TV reboots.
You failed.
And I was like, Battlestar Galactica,
Yeah.
and everything else falls off after that.
So does Hawaii Five-0. You
know.
failed miserably.
I can't argue for something I hate.
Guys, we're moving on to the music round.
I like Enterprise. Oh, I'm ready.
The question is, which Meatloaf album would you rather listen to?
Bad out of hell.
Bad Out of Hell 1 or Bad Out of Hell 2?
One.
I'll do two.
Bad Out of Hell 2 to Jeff, Bad Out of Hell 1 to
You
Joe.
technically answered first, though. Because I said Bad out of hell.
It's yours.
Yeah, you answered
Alright.
first.
It's a better album.
Why?
It's the introductory album for that. It's awesome.
What song?
The Mirror one. The Mirror one.
That's on my album, actually.
That's on his
Which
album.
one? The
Objects in the Review Mirror?
Oh, is that on two? Oh,
it's
I
on
meant two
two.
then. I meant two then. He's got the point. Because that was a better album.
That's not the introductory.
I've listened to both albums extensively, like Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Is that when you're not?
That's
on
on
the
that
album.
one.
That's on
That's the one
on
I'm
one.
talking about. Yeah.
Paradise by the Dashboard.
Oh, Dave, come on. Now,
Alright.
now you've got Jody singing too.
No, that's a good. That's
This
a
is
good
my
song.
own personal
That's a good
hell.
song. And then there's
Bad Out of Hell, the song.
the song, obviously, and then there's the.
Jeff.
I don't even
Bad
know if
Out
I
of
won or
Hell 2.
lost all that.
Okay, when an epic album is made like Bad Out of Hell, it's pretty hard to reprise it, 13 or 14 years later, whenever it came out?
It was almost 20.
No, it's like 91, right?
The original one's like in 78.
78? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the remix in 94.
No, it's not that.
No, it was 91.
3?
91.
No, it's later than that.
No, it's not.
Fact check.
Oh, go to
It's
the
not.
internet.
It's not. It's like 91.
Do we
Well,
really
yeah.
have to fact check?
Not really.
No idea what
It
you're
was
It's
many
not.
years later.
It's
Does it
not-
matter how many years later?
It's like 13, 14
Really?
years later. Anyway,
Oh, nerds.
the fact that they're able to, Jim Steinman and Meatloaf are able to make another album.
93.
93. Okay, so we're.
I was closer.
Oh, good. That's much better than it was before we knew
It's
that.
15 years, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, the fact that they're able to make an album of the same vein, but make it like perfect for the era it came out. There's so many great songs on too. You got Objects in the Rearview Mirror, Closer Than They Appear. You've got
Life is a Lemon.
Yeah, Life is a Lemon.
That was a good song.
You got a lot of good songs. You know,
I
you
would
got-
do anything for love, of course.
That's
No,
another
that was
one.
a terrible song.
I would do anything
It's even worse now.
for love,
But I won't do that.
but I won't do that.
Does he sing for you all the time?
Unbelievable.
You got Lost
Unbelievable.
Lost
You're
Boys
still with
and Golden
That's
Girls.
incredible.
I know.
Good for you. You got some patience.
Eamon was
I don't think he
You're a
sang at
teacher,
all
right?
before you showed up.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Overall, like
Maybe once.
Okay, so the thing is, Bad of Hell comes out. Jim Steinman makes or Meatloaf's voice is shot after the tour of Bad Out of Hell. So Jim Steinman makes an album called Bad for Good that came out in like '81.
Who's Dead Ringer too?
Okay, but most of the songs that come
Yeah, he
out,
sounds a lot like
most of the songs that come out on Bad of Hell 2 are from Bad for Good, which I think Bad for Good is one of the songs.
Yeah, they're just re-sung.
They're just resung by Meatloaf, but so it is almost it's like it is the second album.
So it's a
right
copy
after-
work, which means mine's the original, so therefore...
No, it's a
Mine's
continuation. It's the same writer. It's just he wrote Bad Out of Hell 2 after he had all these songs and he wrote it right after. He said, okay, I'm going to give a shot recording it, and then they repurposed it 10 years later, and it blew up just as much as the first one.
And
There's-
of course, it is a continuation. It is Bad Out of Hell 2.
Let's not forget,
You couldn't have Bad Out of the 2 without 1.
and we couldn't have Michael Bay if it wasn't for me.
Michael Bay directed a ton
Objects.
of Bad Out of Hell 2.
Bad Out of
3
Hell
other
2.
videos, including Rock and Roll Dreams Come
Rock and
True
Roll Dreams Come
with
True.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, he also had some Objects in the Rearview Mirror.
How is this selling you?
It's Michael Bay got his start, baby, from doing some pretty awesome Meatloaf videos.
Before he fucked up the
That doesn't
Transformers.
sell anything for me.
No, but he was actually decently good back then.
It's
Kevin,
not about videos, it's
I
about...
don't know who
Yeah.
made a better argument, and I don't know which album is better. I like personally probably Bad Out of Hell 2 better,
That's more
but
common.
I don't know why.
it's close. I'm going to give it to Bad Out of Hell 2. Jeff gets the round.
Like Jody gave me the hilarious. It's like, are you fucking real right now?
Okay,
All right, let's move
we're
on.
moving on to the sports question. Who would make a better baseball team?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, baseball? Oh,
I think he's done with being nice.
Who would make a better baseball team? The Avengers or the X-Men?
X-Men.
What? I'm glad I'm not in the speed round.
I kind of figured I'll go Avengers. It's fine.
Nightcrawler.
What about him?
This is fucking crazy.
Zap, 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 zap. Home run. Done. We're done.
I would
We're
think
done.
he-
We're
How
done.
is Alvin going to home run?
I would think he'd be
He
better
hits
like an
it, fucking, he
outfielder.
goes
Like
quick.
he could jump out into the
He could jump
stands
for
and
each
catch
base.
the ball.
The rules are you have to touch every base.
Inside the park home run?
Yeah, absolutely.
But he's only up every 9 bats.
So that's 1 in 9 home runs every time.
Statistically speaking, it's not that good.
What are you talking about? That's not that good.
Well, yeah, sure. He
The
does-
Jays couldn't put fucking nine runs in an inning in their lives.
What would Cyclops do? We just destroy the ball.
No, well, no. That's
Cyclops would just
That-
hit and he'd be out.
That's not within the rules of baseball.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
he would just destroy the ball. That's all he
Nightcrawler could
do
follow
is
the
like-
rules, and Nightcrawler could zap from
Yeah.
base to base to base.
To premise this, guys, you have to follow the rules of baseball. Within
I did follow the rules of baseball.
Okay.
There's nothing saying that I have to run between bases. I just have to get from one base to
First
another
of
and
all,
touch them.
Steve Rogers will get a home run every time too because he's the best at human ability and everything.
Actually, he doesn't need to
He's
zap
just a
run.
Actually,
superhuman. That doesn't
in-
stop him.
and I
That doesn't
can't
make
believe-
it better at him hitting the ball.
I can't believe I'm participating in this, but in baseball, you have to stay on the baseline. So you
Okay.
actually do have to run from base
Okay,
to
so he
base.
still zaps quick enough that he can just
Okay,
go across.
who are your 9 guys?
By 9 guys? I need 9 guys?
That's baseball.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Baseball's terrible. That's why I don't care about it.
You have 9 X-Men to pick.
Alright. Do I have to go through all 9 of them?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Alright.
You said Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler, Jubilee, Storm,
Mm-hmm.
Because she could affect the ball after she hits it. Nope, still within the reason.
Still within the rules.
Who else? Wolverine for sure, just brute strength. The Beast as well would be good, I think, for just power. Trying to think of who else.
You have 5.
I have 5 so far.
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
4 more.
Who else?
I pity anybody listening to this.
Fuck. Any of them, I
Unbelievable.
don't really care. Magneto, fine. Fuck Toad. Like, who cares?
Toad?
Yeah, Toad. Why not? He's pretty fast though.
Sure.
He's a jumpy guy.
Sure.
Pretty fast. He can stay on the line.
2 more.
Who else?
Catch with his tongue.
Yeah, I could catch with the
There
tongue.
you
So
go.
you got to remember defensive plays as well. Who else?
Can't believe I participated twice in this fucking horror show.
Xavier would be terrible, so we wouldn't pick him.
He'd be the manager.
He'd be manager, yeah. He can play.
I don't see anything in the baseball rules about mind control. Could just control the other
Colossus.
team.
Colossus.
Colossus.
Who else? What, Raven or whatever her name is?
Mystique.
Yeah. Yeah, that chick.
You
Yeah, the
want-
one that like
You want
shapeshift.
shapeshifted as part of
The
baseball.
shapeshift chick, yeah.
Okay.
She could be like, she could shapeshift and like
Jeff, who
A
are your
giant glove.
Avengers?
a big glove.
Alright, I got Captain America, Iron Man.
I can't believe we're doing this. Like,
I've
this
got-
is,
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
there's nothing else I could do on a Wednesday night than talk about this.
Hulk,
terrible.
Hulk?
Yeah.
Did he even offer you a drink?
Thor.
or anything? He just like said hi, you're
No,
here.
he's terrible.
Like, you're not gonna, like no wine or anything.
Hawkeye for his hand-eye.
Or
So you want me to get you
he
something? I'll be
knows-
nice. I'll
Or
get
he
you
knows
something.
I don't drink a lot. So.
Black Widow, Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
Quicksilver. How many I got there? 6?
You have.
I don't even know why we're going to this bother.
You have 7.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the speed round, eh?
Yeah, this isn't speed. This is barely a round.
Nick Fury.
Hey, Fury, he doesn't have any sort of peripheral vision.
That's why he'd be amazing.
He's got no judgment of distance. He's got one eye.
You got 1 more, Jeff.
Trying to think.
Who's your pitcher?
Oh, I still need one then, don't I?
Well, you can make any of these guys your pitcher.
I
Beast?
think my pitcher.
Can I take out one and put in one?
I think my pitcher.
Gambit.
I think
Who are you
my,
taking out?
Toad.
I think my pitcher would be Thor, and I
I
make.
can't fucking believe I'm doing this.
I think my pitcher would be Thor,
Thor.
and I'll put Falcon in there as well.
You don't get Falcon. Let's take somebody out.
No,
You wouldn't have Thor
already
batting with his
I already
hammer?
had Thor twice. Yeah, you put Thor in there twice, right?
No.
Oh, Thor. Yeah, Thor's in there for sure.
Thor's your pitcher. And Gambit. Who's your pitcher?
Gambit.
Gambit's your pitcher?
Yeah.
I gotta give it to X-Men.
You wrote down all that shit
Just to say that?
just to say that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Unreal.
Because I think that Gambit with his supercharged pitches.
He throws a super friggin' heavy hammer.
But I don't think that baseball is like Mjolnir. It's not like it isn't. The baseball is not. That's not to be worthy, and therefore he's not able to use Mjolnir as his baseball bat.
Absolutely.
Should have made Hulk.
You shouldn't do
my
that.
pitcher, because that would. Just
What's
scary.
next? Is history next?
History.
Does it have anything to do with superheroes?
No.
Excellent.
Okay. Ding ding ding. History. Okay. So this is a yes or no question. One of you can pick yes. One of you can pick no.
We kind of get that part, yeah. There's only 2 of us. Dave, I think we got it.
Should the controversial lyrics to "O Canada," our national anthem, be changed?
No.
Yes.
So the controversial lyrics in question are in all
The French ones?
No.
Oh, damn.
In God's art.
In all thy son's command.
And all that sounds command.
It's somewhat sexist, and God keep our land
God
glorious and free. Kind of religious, in a country that's supposed to be somewhat secular. So therefore, you said yes, no, they should not
I
be
said
changed.
no.
Jeff, you have to say yes.
I already did.
Okay. So you're first
Yeah. How long have we had it?
since at least 1867.
Yeah, why do we need to change it? Because a bunch of crybaby PC guys? No, I don't give a shit.
Well, do you believe in equal rights?
I don't believe in God, but that doesn't affect
Do you
me
believe in
any way.
equal rights to men and women?
Absolutely.
So, in All Thy Sons Command, is that not sexist?
No,
Why?
because he's talking about his sons.
What about the daughters?
Don't care. They weren't included. Nothing I can do about that. That doesn't make it a sexist song.
I'm gonna go a different way because I don't really care about the sexism. I care more about the religion, but the song sucks. Like overall, like
It's part of our heritage.
We have one of the worst anthems of like.
I disagree with that. There's way worse.
What the hell does our anthem really?
Oh,
What is it really
About
like?
our land, glorious and fucking free.
I actually agree. Every time that Canada's, I'm a little bit embarrassed.
I'm kind of coming at this from the Kevin perspective.
But the question isn't about we should do a whole new song. That's not what this is about.
But
Should we
you
take
know-
away the
You don't have to do a
lyrics?
whole new
Right.
song, but the two hot button issues in the song are the sexism and the religion.
Why are these hot button issues and why are these
Okay.
only hot button issues now?
Don't care about the sexism, but the God part sucks because
The sexism is the way bigger issue.
it's just because there's.
In all thy sons.
I'm as
command.
atheist as you can be, and I'm not offended at all in the fact that it says, the God thing. Like, that doesn't bother me.
God keep our
Yeah,
land.
good for
God,
God. I
keep
hope
our
he does
land
keep our
that's
land.
glorious and free.
Glorious.
And you're an atheist? What is
Why
it-
would you? That bugs
What
me.
do I care?
That bugs me so much.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't bug me.
Why does God need to even the
Because just because I don't believe in something doesn't mean that other people don't. So why can't
Why
I
is
represent
it?
them?
It's in a national song.
And I'll tell you right now, there's more people in this world that believe in God than people who don't. Plain and simple. We all know this.
That has nothing to
Or a
do
form of
with
God.
a country, you know.
Our
Like,
country is made up of probably a
That's
good
like-
90 to 95% of the
It's
people
like
believe
saying,
in God.
It's like saying with the United States, right? Like they believe that like when the country was founded, they said like we don't want this to be a religious country. Yet everything is, God bless America and all that kind of stuff.
God bless America.
Yeah, and if I was American, that wouldn't offend me.
Can you please,
We're
please,
still-
for the love of God, stop singing?
That's you. A lot of atheists, I think it would. I think.
But that doesn't represent the primary amount of the population. I think the song should be representative of the country as a whole and of the fact if you're gonna sit there and nit and pit, there's probably somebody who's against the word "the." Okay, it probably is in there 8 times, but you can't judge a song based on the fact that some minority sits there and goes, "Oh, this is offensive." Blah blah blah. Okay, well that's great. It's offensive, but there's 100,000 people that don't believe it's offensive. So why do I have the right to change this song when there's other people who completely believe in the lyrics and have no problems with them, and also represents the highest amount of the population of the country?
So-
There is way more people in this country that believe in God than people who do not. The sexist thing is just it's a slang on words. It has no real. There's nothing against women in that song. It just they're not mentioned.
I understand
Controversy
what
of it.
it's about. "Oh Canada" is a terrible song that
I'm not debating
I
that.
constantly have to listen to, and why do I need to be drilled into my head that it's God's land? Or,
What about the sexist part?
But why is that drilling into my
The
head? It's
sexist
not.
part I don't necessarily agree with. It's
In
just
all
the-
thy sons command.
It's just the way it was written, of course, it was a sexist world when that song was written.
So therefore, we
And-
should change it because we're not in a sexist
Well,
world
what's
now.
got be thy sons and daughters command? Now you're adding a bar.
In all thy, find something gender neutral.
What would it be?
Who
I don't even get the
cares?
point in arguing. I have the perfect solution.
What?
Take all the fucking words out. All of them.
Yeah, just
Just have the tune and then just call it a day. Let's move on to something
a lot of
important.
anthems I like. A lot of anthems.
Oh, there is some
don't-
country anthems that have no lyrics.
Don't
Just
have
take
any lyrics.
just take all the lyrics out.
There's
You know?
nothing wrong with the fucking song. It doesn't bother me. I don't care.
I don't want to, but I'm giving it to Jody
Why don't you want to?
because I agree with Jeff. But
Whether you agree, it has nothing to do with that.
so we're tied going into the speed round.
All right.
Okay.
And it'll be a
Speed-
wild card, which
speed-
means it's going to be about comics or it's going to be about fucking Marvel Cinematic
Maybe
Universe.
baseball and comics.
Oh, I hope.
It already was about baseball and
I
comics.
hope.
There's no way he could do that twice. He's out of room on the page.
He's got the other side.
Okay.
Never underestimate
I
him.
never thought about the
Never
other.
underestimate him.
This question is about your favorite,
Oh, God.
and you have to tell me why it's the best and why you love it so much. Okay.
What?
God, this
What is
isn't
it?
about baseball, is it?
The question is, boys, ding ding ding. What is your favorite Shakespearean story?
Macbeth.
Beth.
I'll do Romeo and Juliet.
Macbeth versus Romeo and Juliet. Macbeth, you're up.
Macbeth is my favorite tragedy from Shakespeare. It's just it does such a good job of building up a character that is tortured, but he really gets to a place where I don't even remember Macbeth. I don't even care.
It's not grade 10 anymore, Joe.
No.
Do you just want
I like Macbeth. I think it's a good.
This is for the win, guys. You're tied.
I know, but I like Lady Macbeth. I like the witches at the beginning. It's a good. I forget what the fuck happens. I don't care about Shakespeare that much. I don't know. I should have said Hamlet, but I honestly,
Weird sisters.
He's weird sisters. Lady Macbeth is the most memorable character for sure. There's some great dialogue and just written passages in Macbeth that I really like. I remember studying it in high school. It's the last time I read it, so that's why my memory is not great. Not as many movies are written about it as much as like a Hamlet or Julius Caesar or something like it's just in general in media. But I like Macbeth for just man's struggle with who he should be and. I think what is his father get killed at the beginning? I forget. I don't remember.
Jody, this is yours for the taking.
You can have it.
There is no greater struggle in this world than that of romance. Romeo and Juliet is not only about a relationship between two people who cannot have a relationship, and it's deemed by their families that they cannot have relationships, and it's a story that is universal that can always be moved into any sort of era. No matter the era, it's feasible. It's always feasible. It's a universal story. You always have a two-faction system that is fighting each other, and in turn, somebody is caught in the crossfire, which in this case are these two people that are in love. And obviously, the end-all, be-all is that they decide to end their life. Well, one decides to end their life, and then the other one is obviously a tragedy. So it ends up being that no one really wins in war, which essentially it is a war. It's just done differently. And I just think it's a universal story, and it's a story that no matter how many times you can retell it in any era, and it's still valid as it was the day it was written.
Jody wins.
I remembered that when I went to bed. Now I remember what the fuck that thing was.
Now I remember.
Too little, too late. Jody, the winner of this episode 12. Congratulations.
That was a good decision.
Jody.
I just want to say that the judging was superb. And
You were saying that after he gave Tremors to Kevin.
Tremors was a fun movie.
Of course it was.
Well, for all of us here at Trivial Debates, I'd like to thank you for joining us. This has been a fantastic
If you're
episode.
still here.
We've had some real battles here on the battlefield. Condolences to Kevin, who has earned the right to host the next episode.
Sure.
It's not really earned. It's more of a punishment.
It's more of a punishment for not qualifying for the speed round. You will
I just
have
want to put that out there.
Thanks.
It's kind
You
of
will have to come up
punishment.
with questions.
Crazy beard. Crazy has never tasted so good.
That's right.
We're hoping.
Oh, we
good stuff, that stuff.
we just did an unsolicited sponsor thing right there.
We're hoping to have back our good friend Chris Seymour for the next episode.
Oh, he wants to host the next one.
Yeah,
He does.
So
but
I might be
fuck.
the one after.
But fuck him. Anyway, for all of us here at Trivial Debates, I'm Dave Mader.
Jeff Bader.
Kevin Millard.
Jody.
And Jody, the winner of this week's episode.
I'm just going by Jody now.
Congratulations, Jody. And until next time.
Go away.